everybody. Welcome to Fate's Grip. That, what you saw, was a pause, and I have two cameras that are frozen. Yes! But we do have two people there. I swear to goodness. But I'm here.
Why does this happen? It's always all good beforehand, and then...
Very true.
Everybody stop looking right at the camera.
No, let's do it.
Let's do it. Alright, I'm just
the
gonna...
lights on.
Mm-hmm.
On the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Unplug, replug.
Unplug, replug.
Ours is on.
That's a very good idea. I'll just be back in a moment.
Quick, Sheldon, go and sit in the DM chair. Don't want to know.
Oh, no, I want to see all those secrets. There's probably a lot of spoilers in there. Stream with you reading.
We've decided to make the stream ASMR so that you can only hear our voices.
Oh my god, I just realised I missed out on pancakes.
What happened with pancakes?
Pancakes.
Oh, let's see how we went. Definitely not. Hello.
I had pancakes
excuse me while our technical difficulties are hopefully fixed very soon. Won't be a moment. That one. You know what I might need to do? Might need to reconfigure the lot, I'm assuming.
Reconfigure me, daddy.
Thank you, everybody. Oh,
I
hello.
didn't even address that.
Excellent, that's number one.
I love how, like, Michele is just so used to our she behaviour that he just doesn't care anymore.
Well, it's not that. I do care, pretty significantly. But I also am just doing this. So that's why my focus is shifted.
Oh my god, there's two of us!
Slightly.
Just the two of us.
It's scary.
It's delayed for us, of course.
A person I have recently met called Jack has just said, "Oh my god, this is much fancier than I thought."
Yeah, I think when people hear about this stream, they're like, oh yeah, just a couple of kids like jumping on Zoom.
We're here, everybody. Hello. Hey, see, everybody can see each other. Welcome, everybody. Once more, let's just backtrack and go back into Fate's Grip. Welcome to episode and session 55, Crisis. Here we have our amazing team of heroes. We missed out on last week because unfortunately I was quite ill. So I'm so glad everyone can make it back here.
Are you well now?
I'm very well. Yes, I'm well. 3 holes in the ground.
Well.
It's like a special light.
Really? Oh, well, make an inside check. No, I'm good actually. I am quite.
Can I make a request? Can we change our streaming name to Venus Elder?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely not.
Venus, goddess of love that you are. Yeah.
What about Venus or Elder?
Sorry?
Venus or Elder?
Venus or Elder?
What about
Yes.
Venus.
Wow, that sounds like a combination of a couple of these.
What a heinous name, Venus.
Yeah,
How exciting.
Venus ready.
We love that.
Venus?
Look, bring in your suggestions on Twitter for our... No, please don't. So, for those who might be your first time viewing, here there are a few new people. So, this is a different line. Normally we stream on Tuesdays. Because of some work-related things yesterday, we had to rejig. So, appreciate your viewership and your support. So, that's that. Thank you. What shout-outs do we have?
I might go first, if that's alright. Guys, we're doing another dice giveaway.
Yay!
We'll be giving away a full set.
Whoa! Hey!
Where'd that come from?
Shipping seasons
Yeah.
from Kraken Dice. So, this is the
Say crack again.
Kraken. This is the 55mm big boy, but it's a full set there, including my favorite dice, the two-sided dice.
Score the point.
If you want to get your hands on a pair of dice, do see a post go up, probably the break of this stream. So make sure you like that post, make sure you're following us, and make sure you retweet it, and you'll go in the running to win this. Let's stream a certain parts of the day.
I love that we think we're famous enough that people in Quebec are watching us.
The Netherlands.
No, Quebec.
Goodness me.
Okay. Can I do a shout out?
I'd love you to.
Again, it sounded like such a Anyway, back to me. I just wanted to give a shout out. This is like 2 weeks now since our last episode. This is week 2.
Yep.
Just a shout out to the team. I miss you guys. Love you all. It always feels very strange when we go like a week without playing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good to see you all, and it's good to have Jordan in the stream for like your 3rd episode now.
Hello. Welcome.
So, yeah, let's our friendship and love.
That's great. That's very nice. We've been through the last couple of weeks some stuff, life stuff, which is fantastic. It can mess things up a bit. So we appreciate the patience that you've had with waiting to have us back, and so we're back and excited. So
as always, as well, we have to shout out our favourite dice makers, and that is Aeon Art,
yeah,
and also Mythical Dice,
hi.
and Banshee Dice. Thank you.
Freaking amazing. Are they're all Australian, yeah?
All Australian, yeah. All Australian, all from different parts of Australia.
Support them.
Yes.
Support them. Go on that.
Support small businesses, please.
Yeah, definitely. It's a big part of their lives and their passions. So check them out. Lovely. What other shout-outs would you like to have?
Mic check just quickly. Apparently, massive echo.
Yeah, is that right? Yeah. Okay.
Why can't I see it?
Let's have a look.
Both of us, or
Which microphone did you get?
Yeah, if you could just let us know which microphone it is, that would be great. I'll
Top video or bottom video?
yeah, top or bottom,
Or
definitely.
like, we have character names.
One of those.
Massive Echo, we love Massive Echoes. Thank you very much for mentioning it.
We love Echo.
Oh yeah.
Delta, Victor, Echo,
Charlie.
Charlie.
If oh, that's
Oh, sorry.
any answer yet?
Yeah, Quebec is one.
Huh?
No answer yet for which microphone?
I'm not getting the comments at the moment, so.
Nos.
No.
Still
Can we close that back door?
Charlie Mundy reminds me of Charlie
No,
Murphy.
let's not do that.
That's a big contributor.
I shall
Or Preston,
venture
if you're
forth.
closest.
That's all good.
I'll change some things here too. Thank you very much for mentioning it. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Also, we're in an echoey room, which we can't change, unfortunately. That is something that does happen.
Filters. Get
One
that
day,
noise,
we might have a
suppression.
studio.
That would be lovely. Yes, definitely.
I think it's Emily's. Hey, that's me.
Yeah.
It also says.
Oh look, it has our names as well as our character.
It does.
I've never seen it big enough to actually read
Oh,
that.
apparently that's better already. Having closed it off.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Nice. Okay.
Well,
Jeez.
because we're blocking off a corridor.
That's right, and
So
then it goes
sealing
through. Okay, well let's work with that then, and
Science.
see. Just check out
Where
the
did Ben
comments as well, and just we'll keep up to date with
Ben's
that.
left the building.
Ben has gone. We should recap.
Should we wait for Ben to do the recap?
Nah.
No. What else?
He'll get a
not-
delay. He'll get
Not important.
a delay.
I think he might be out there having a bit of a listen though.
I-
Perfect. Thank you very much, Rook.
Do people have to have a Twitch account to watch this?
No, you can be an observer and
Ah.
just come in.
So if we send them the link to your channel...
Hey, you should turn it down.
Yeah.
No, there's an echo again.
Echo.
Yeah, if you send them a link, they can watch. They just can't comment.
Correct.
Good.
Awful.
Yeah. How does it sound, Rook?
There's a bit of like a blow almost.
White noise.
Yeah.
Could be the fans that we have on.
I just
Yeah, try this one.
turned the whole thing off at one point and it's still there, so I think it might actually be
Microphone
PC
setting. Yeah, PC fan. That'll
Yes,
do
the
it.
PC has to be cool.
Unfortunately.
Oh well, let's get going.
Let's get going. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna work
Oh,
with
let's
it.
play.
We're gonna work with it and see how we go, guys. But just keep commenting if it is just overwhelming. And maybe during the break we'll have another listen. So thank you. Okay. So we are going to recap session 54, which was the suspecting few. So, last we left off, Kriverith, the young silver dragon, was discussing with you the draconic prophecies and the means in which to awaken the dragons as allies in your coming battle. Dravago revealed more about his home and his goals, his home being Sigil and the Lady of Pain, and seeking Aaron de Kenneth and seeking freedoms from the Warforged here, and also his mother. You discussed and decided to go to Sharn to research while feasting on fairy floss and other delicacies. You sought magical protections of your tower, Pilas Tower, your manor, acquired by from King Borinel of Brilliant, and you discussed with your companion, Regav Sel, to seek out in Sharn a Mr. Dan DeLion, a seller and a powerful mage that could provide you with such guardings for your home while you are away. After some deliberations and discussions as to which direction to travel, you decided to head west towards the Lord of Blades to find out a little bit more about how to unravel that knot and that troubling army in which is going through the Eldin reaches and beyond to Khyber to try and release who they believe is Tiamat, but really is Frazu Blue, your enemy. You went on the airship, your own airship, into the skies towards Sharn to do research first and to get more information. But shortly after the initial travel, over the course of the day, you discovered a passing storm far above the clouds in which you are traveling. And through it came this dark angel who brought this behemoth with it, this massive tempest, and with a striking blow cracked your ship on the top of the deck, while shouting that it is sorry for what it is about to do. So, I'm going to see if this works first, and then, which it won't, but that's okay.
What are you
We're
talking
going
about?
to do this, and that's still moving around, which is fantastic.
Nice.
And let's see if this works.
Oh,
Oi!
Technology, guys.
Mood.
It's magic.
It's hard.
So, I need to do two things. I need to change this to here, and then
Yes,
do
I would
this.
like to sneeze. At you.
You sneezing? You sneezing?
I don't know why we're using like weird language.
Alright.
Yes, I will have a beer.
So, as the angel with its dark wings strikes the front of of your ship and creates a massive crack and hole on the entirety of the front, the storm is starting to really coalesce, and the ice that brought the cold is, I guess, moving quickly towards you on the wood. Two seconds. All good?
It just looks like their cam has like slipped down, so like it's cutting off the top of their heads.
Okay.
Particularly Sheldon's, it's like here.
Oh yes.
No one needs to see Sheldon's head anyway.
probably better if you don't see that, to be honest.
Also, DM, would you like to sneeze as well?
Sure. Happy to.
Probably comes a little bit effective.
Sorry, dude.
I had no idea what you
Oh my god, your like torso is in the other camera. It looks good. It's a good torso. You got there, Michele.
Haha, appreciate it. So, I need everybody to roll initiative, please.
Oh, that was quick.
Come on, flower dice. Don't
I
let
have
me
this
down.
ability where I don't have to roll initiative ever.
Oh, okay. You just go first every time.
No, I just win.
Like always, my dice have let me down.
Alright, let's go like this, and then like this, and then like
That's
this.
good. I probably don't want to go first.
I rolled worse than you. It makes me feel better.
You want to be blowing it? Or?
Well, you do what you want to do. Whatever makes you
Alright,
happy.
Not
happy! I was gonna sing that and you beat me to it.
Oh my god.
what?
So terrible.
Did you not get your dice out?
Maybe.
Do you need to borrow a set of dice?
Maybe.
Yeah, alright, let me.
Sheldon, you
Oh no, use
have
my
more than
ale
one
crop
set of
dice.
dice.
No, just for purposes of speed. I'll find a way to think of
Shout out to Alecraft.
Hey, yeah, these are amazing guys.
Watch, hey, watch. These will work super well for you.
We shall see.
That one.
Average.
Wow.
Definitely average. Alright, so.
What Michele just said is no reflection of the craft of Aeon Craft.
No, the craft is amazing.
The curse is also amazing.
25 to 20.
Oh.
Oh, I'm going to be sitting here for a while. So, you know.
Now, just before I do actually take them, the where your characters are, I don't believe are accurate. Do you want to just let me
Is
know?
Osei still here?
Osei's there?
Which
Yep.
one is she again?
She's towards the back.
Can we zoom in a little bit? Just a smidge?
You can. Is that zoom in enough? Did that happen on there?
No.
Oh, that's because.
No, it didn't.
Oh,
Hey.
I don't remember where I was.
One more? Hey, there it's better.
is that better?
Yeah, that's
I was.
Oh, Dravago's not there.
Where are you, Tobago?
He's dead.
This is what happens when we have a week off. Everything goes to shit.
If it helps, before this happened, me and Ravago were talking on the side of the
That's
ship.
right.
On the side.
Yeah, I don't recall where,
Perfect.
but on the side of somewhere on the ship.
Perfect.
So did you play?
Yeah.
I probably would have been near or with Osei.
Whoa!
Hey!
Massive Tobago!
Yes? This in your coffee cup?
So you guys were here, Amara?
How come he doesn't have a name?
I'm getting there.
Oh, sorry, I thought it
That's all
was
right.
a different thing.
That's
Yeah, I would have been near Osei probably.
Yeah.
Not with her, but nearby. Because I gave her the Featherfall token.
correct.
Pretty sure I'm already in Sharn.
Yeah, you were in Sharn.
Yeah. Tell me
Getting
how
beaten to within an inch of your life.
So
Remember
those
Still
are the
better.
placements that I
Forward.
thought, and this guy was right here,
Beautiful.
and that's where the crack is happening on the very just
Say
in front
crack
of him.
again.
All that sort of crack.
Was I on the deck or was I below deck with the horse?
Mm-hmm.
That's right, you were.
Yeah, you'll be below that, but you do definitely hear this enormous crack and splinters
Where
flying.
does it come out?
Look, it comes out where you are, towards the back of the ship there.
Perfect.
Okay,
Osei.
Okay.
Osei. So, can I have 25 to 20 for initiatives?
Yes, 23.
Far out.
Perfect.
Stop being so perfect, Rook.
20 to 15.
15.
15? Wow, low rolls tonight. And 15 to 10.
11. Really?
Who got lower? Me.
10 to 5.
8.
8
8.
Who has more dex? I'm assuming you,
I'm
Mara.
a +3.
Oh, hang on, no, sorry, 6.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at my proficiency bonus, not my
That's so rude.
initiative.
Things. Okay. And then that one. Okay.
Seems really intense.
All right. So, Rook, you're up. You see in front of you that this black-winged, large angel figure has knelt on the ground in front of you, head down, with this huge storm just starting to, with the dark clouds starting to envelop you completely. So the vision is starting to get a little bit obscured, but not quite that you can't see it yet. But you can see it starting to coalesce around it. And the ice is up to the boat now.
And do I recognize this creature being the one that assists us in the palace?
Correct.
Okay. First off, bonus action slash break. Does it take an action to talk to it?
No.
It takes 3.
I'll try and speak with it.
Words.
Yeah. Didn't wait for the awkward.
Rook kills himself.
It's the longest awkward pause.
You there, defender of light, what brings you here to cause such turmoil? Or were you not assisting us? Or have you been eluded by frazzled gloom?
Not eluded. Overcome. And thus, you will be true.
Have you come here to seek support, to change, or have you come to fell us?
Through his words, I have come to destroy.
And you are a creature of Ado, no?
Never. And never more. I am his.
And what deity would you step away from so brazenly?
I know nothing else but Fraser Blue. He is now my lord, as you shall see. And you can see that his sword is carving deeper and deeper into earth like a knife in butter.
I reach to the side and being so close to Dravago, I cast enhance abilities on him. I turn to him and with my hand that normally has my bow, lights up, instead of a steely color, more of an orange like sparks. Whip back and touch him. And I will give him strength. He will have. I'm sorry, give me one moment. Eagles, charisma, intelligence. I will cast Fox Honey on him.
Okay, do
And-
describe to him what that does.
He has an advantage on intelligence checks.
Okay.
I will move a few paces back. And as I'm moving backwards, I whip around and say to Dravago, I guess now's the time for you to join the ranks of the Mighty Five.
Who?
When does the 5?
The Five. I'm saying the Mighty Five.
Nice.
And I whip back a couple of paces towards him.
So you're going to move back?
Would I? Oh, you can say is that a porthole? Is it?
Something like that.
Just quickly, thank you Insidious Risk for subscribing again. This is their 4th month subscribing. Thank you.
Insidious.
Hope you and Little Miss NZ are well.
Thank you so much. Much appreciated.
Basically, I want to be up a little bit higher in elevation so I can see over the raft or the boat in there.
In elevation, it's all fairly flat. The only elevation is on top of that small boat that seems to be in the middle. But that's where this ice is starting to move as well into. That's the only elevation that you can see.
In which case, I'll move back to Ilva.
All the way back to Ilov?
Yeah.
This captain? Okay. You can see him, he's just looking back and forth, and he's just shouting, "Get off my boat! Get off!" And through this wind, you can hardly hear him unless you're quite close.
I prepare an arrow and I send him.
Okay. Next up, Javago.
I just realised too, is it possible to get the Arik and Skill Defender?
Absolutely. Yeah, give me a second. I can do that.
Thank you very much, sir.
Absolutely. Where did I put them? Let's have a quick squeeze. Thank you for reminding me. While I do that, are you going to get them to move first?
Yes. So, if Arik could move to Onamara.
Oh.
He's got his little
What?
little propeller's going to start turning. He's just going to float over and land on the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a spider?
Yes.
Oh no.
Little mechanical spiders. Just
Amara looks frightened.
Nice.
But not the frightened condition.
No.
Just frightened.
You can't have that, yes.
Well, I could have that and now end it with an ability that I've had for 6 levels.
Sorry, I'm having trouble finding it at the moment. Bear with me.
that's fine. I think I can resend them relatively easy. For you
Yeah.
minutes.
Thank you very much.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah. That's what we do this.
Yep.
Pretty handy. So, I'll call out to Amara, forgive me, and the spider will crawl from her shoulder and position itself over her heart.
What?
And I'll pull out from Bandolier a syringe with a
Excuse me?
luminous liquid in it.
I'm just going, what are you doing?
I'll hold out my palm and I'll plunge the syringe into my palm.
Why the palm?
But it will actually come out of the spider and basically like a big adrenaline shot. You will now be under the effects of haste, which you will get.
I just emailed that to you.
Thank you.
You will get a +2 to your AC. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Wait, a plus what, sorry?
+2 to your AC. Advantage on dexterity saving throws, and you gain an additional action on each of your turns.
Concentration up to 1 minute.
Concentration, yes, up to 1 minute.
Oh no. Okay. Pressure.
Then the Steel Defender will move. I guess towards behind the just the tip of the lifeboat there in the middle.
I just got stabbed in the heart, just so you know.
Good.
By Javago.
Really?
She's dead.
Yeah. Insta death. Insta permadeath.
He was betraying us
Ben
all
was
along.
not even troubled. He was just like, yeah, alright.
Whatever.
Sorry, I'm just trying to paste these pictures in.
No, you're fine.
Goodness me. Sorry, guys.
How dare you, Michele? You have one job as the DM, and that is to be
The DM.
prepared and to
Very
write a 30,000 word document every week that summarizes our chaotic fucking journey.
Okay.
Not hard.
I like it.
Does the Steel Defender and the Cheetah Boy, do they go on your turn, both of them? Yes.
They have their own movement speed and whatnot.
Love that.
Essentially, they do nothing but dodge when they start.
Cute. As Amara gets stabbed in the heart, I'm going to be real dramatic about it and be like,
Come on. I can do this.
you're going to get like 4 cheetahs on the map.
Finally. I think I will. Getting there.
No, fine.
Yeah, sorry, I just realised that was about to start the turn.
It's a big boy.
Big boy. Okay, so where's
So it would move to just at the tip of the lifeboat in the middle.
Yep.
So up 2.
Up to? Yep.
Yep. And Kavago will move to the bottom of the lifeboat. So same line, just
Over there.
And that is the go.
Also, hello to Wetbo and Landon Arts, who is from the US. So
Hey,
good morning.
Landon. How you going, guys? Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
In your country.
Oh, that's right.
Ooh.
Okay.
Trap fight.
Yeah.
I check for traps.
Oh, it doesn't even show up there. That's amazing. I like it. And there's going to be a massive little,
Spider.
massive little.
Massive spider.
Ah!
That's on my shoulder right now.
And it's above your heart.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to put it there. All right.
It's right here.
So you have now haste. Inside, you can feel this rush of and this coolness in your body as it just heightens your senses, and you then have that ability. So just don't forget that. Are you doing anything else?
That is my turn. Though.
All right. Okay. Now the creature goes next. It is going to do this first. I have it there. It is going to furl in its wings. As you can see, feathers are still just by themselves dropping off the creature's appendages, but you notice that it doesn't lessen the amount and this spread of wings that this creature has, but those feathers then melt and become, and you can hear buzzing and more buzzing, and you can see that these feathers are turning into little insects in swarms that this creature then pushes in your direction, and you can see insects in the thousands as a swarm come towards you, and it is going to go right. Let's have a look. Right. Ooh, you guys are pretty spread out. I'm going to say maybe. Well, initially, you can do that a while away. Wow, that's a while. And they can move.
Yeah, we don't need him. Who needs
It's a
healing?
20-foot radius. Okay, if it's a 20-foot radius, then that's it.
It got so much worse so quickly.
There's a couple extra squares.
So that's going to encompass. Yeah, it's going to encompass Travago, Thorum, Regav, Osei, and Amara. I need all of you to make a
Is this a
Constitution.
spell it's casting?
It is a spell that's been cast. Yes.
Alright, I'm going to use a reaction.
I'll get to that in just a moment. But just before I do, everyone make a Constitution saving throw. So,
Everyone?
no, sorry, just Amara, Thorum, and Travago. And I'll do one for Regav. Failing it. Alright. What did you get?
I got a 16.
A 16? Okay. Wow, okay, what'd you get?
It was really good. It was a 10.
A 10? Yep. Travago?
A 16.
A 16? Okay. And then Regav got under his DC. So everybody is going to take
Maths.
16 points of piercing damage, and you are finding it difficult with the thousands of insects that are surrounding you and biting you in in all your arms and your legs. You're finding it a bit tough to move around. You're now in difficult terrain as well, so your movement is halved.
Okay.
The Arik, the spider,
Mm-hmm.
has all his metal components have just gone,
Ooh.
and a amethyst just falls to the ground where he is.
Right. Okay, so he's out.
And the swarm encompasses the steel defender as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, I'm waiting on when you're ready. Are you doing any? Do you need to do any rolls for?
Actually,
Defender?
yeah. Sorry, I'll need to roll the saving throws for both of them.
Yep.
Before we can complete all that,
Please.
that was a spell that he cast.
Yes.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Sure. Sure can. What are you trying to do?
Be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
That's a 23.
Okay, no. As that spell is being casted, there's a natural glow happening in my hand. I raise it up, and it reverberates for a moment, and it ceases to do what it needs to do.
Okay.
They actually both got 20.
Okay. So they will take half damage.
So the spider is not exploded into an amethyst.
It's not. Fantastic. It is back up.
Is it still on me?
Yes.
I know about that.
So you're just doing half damage for them.
Yeah.
Good. All right. So as you do that, we have. Where's my little notepad? Actually, it can do another thing, can't it?
No,
Yeah.
it can't. It actually, it's dead. Funnily enough, it is dead now.
Yeah, cool.
Is that the angel? Angel's dead? Did we kill it?
It is going to go up to its nearest foe, which at this point is you, Drago. And it's going to take it's with its greatsword high in the air. It's dark metal, almost smoking, as it just comes down silently on you.
Silently.
That will be...
As it's
Yes.
doing that, I'm going to hit you with a reaction
Yeah, sure.
of shield.
Okay, it is a 26 to hit.
Then it's still fucking hit.
Thanks, Michele.
Cool.
Even the iPad's upset.
Shield should have like
Oh, wow.
That oh wow doesn't sound like a good
23 points of slashing damage.
Whoa.
And then as it strikes you, you see this you feel this huge cut, but as well as that, inside you feel you feel rust. You feel like a weakening in your arm where it struck as well, and. 19 points of necrotic damage as well. This great sword, powerful in its strike on you, and that's its turn. Okay, so now that it is right next to you, next up we have Thor.
Cool. So Michele, this spell that's of these insects that are inflicting us, being that I can cast Insect Plague, or that I know of this magic, I have similar abilities, do I recognize the spell?
Oh yes.
Okay. That being the case then, I'm going to cast Dispel Magic at 5th level before this gets nasty.
Dispel magic.
At 5th level, it should.
As you close your eyes and recognize the conjuration that this has, and the summoning of these thousands and thousands of biting insects, all of a sudden, a cooler breeze from your own magic sweeps past, and the insects are dissipated.
Yay!
Okay,
Who needs a cleric?
I have a question. Can you make this muscly angel have the voice of Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Okay, I can do that. If you want to converse with him, absolutely.
Nice.
Sure.
And I'd also like to move. This is
Get out of the chopper.
if I move from to there,
Yep.
is that okay? Knowing that that's a slightly increased little cover to a porthole or something for me to jump up on it and
Yep.
move down. Okay.
Yep.
That takes me within, I think, 30 feet of everyone. So I'm going to stay right there.
Okay. Perfect. And that's all you're doing?
That's all I'm doing.
Okay. Osei is next. Osei is going to move right up. With a couple of daggers in her hand, she rushes up to this creature and makes 2 strikes against it. First one.
Landon Arts just commented, shoot fly, don't bother me.
Amazing. Misses. Second one. Misses completely. 2 strikes, and you can see that her whole arms are being swept aside by the wings of this creature, as its sword is still just touching you, Javago. Its wings, though, doing the work of deflecting Osei's blows. And Amara, you're next.
Question. When it cast the spell, did it look like it was talking?
Yes.
It did? Okay, I'm gonna move right on up to it. I can move myself, unless you prefer to move me.
No, you do what you need.
I'm actually going to move to flank, if that's okay.
Yep. You're not too close. No, you're still about 10 feet away from the actual cracking in that front of the ship, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Which
okay.
is, yeah.
I'm just gonna do this then.
Yep.
Not that it makes much of a difference,
That's fine.
but still. And I am going to... So, question about this haste thing.
Mm-hmm.
I get 2 actions.
So you normally get how many attacks?
So I get 2 attacks per action.
Sure. So you'll get an extra one.
An extra 1.
Yes.
Okay. So I could theoretically cast a spell and then do my 2 attacks.
Yes.
Cool. I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to cast... Is it holding anything?
It's holding its greatsword.
I'm going to cast Silence on its greatsword. Oh wait, I don't know if I can do it. Yeah, on an object. Yep, on its greatsword. So...
Just before you do, I just want to mention, on its greatsword that it extends out. Got it.
20-foot
got it.
radius from the greatsword
Yep.
is encompassed in silence.
Okay.
That
It
includes
does.
us. So we're considered deafened. And casting a spell within that 20-foot radius is impossible if you have to speak. So sorry to everyone. But then I'm going to pull out my quarterstaff and I'm gonna bop it.
Go for it.
Oh, that is nice. 25 to hit.
That hits.
T8. Not as good. So that is 7 points of damage for the first one.
7 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second one is going to completely miss with a 11, I assume.
Yep, that miss.
And then I'm going to, as a bonus action, you'll just watch as Amara just kind of like puts her arms up, ready to block any incoming attacks, and I'll patient defense.
Okay. Right. So, you've gone, we have Gunner, you're up.
I'm still underneath, right?
You are. You hear, however, the sounds of swarming insects which then dissipate completely and disappear. You hear the striking of metal on metal, and you also hear the sound of thunder as the storm is darkening the skies around you. And you are still downstairs. You're probably about 10 feet away. You'd have to get 10 feet of movement to get up onto the top deck.
Okay, but I'm still next to the horse.
Yes.
I'll be reading that teleportation book, and I was like, they're being really loud up there. Are you okay? And I'm just like patting the horse.
You can see its eyes are just darting from one way to another. Its head is sort of going up and down. It looks unsettled. And as you look over towards the front of the ship, you see very clearly that there is a gap on the top, on the ceiling of that ship, that's taking up the entirety of the width of the ship, and you can see it sort of creaking and sort of leaning ever so slightly forward and downward, the nose pointing downward slightly.
So the crack is above,
Yes.
but not below.
Correct.
How wide is it?
It's probably about a foot wide.
So I'm going to stride forward and cast Mending.
Okay.
It will probably take a few castings of this, but it can't be any larger than a foot wide. So I'm going to start to telekinetically bring the ship back together and try and force the wood to refuse together.
Okay. And so, how much of the sort of area can you mend in one spell?
A foot at a time.
A foot at a time? Okay.
Yeah.
You've got, what is it? A foot at a time, we've got 5, 10, 15, 20. So it'll need 20 turns.
That's fine.
So as you stride up and look up, you cast a spell and you see that this ship is ever so slightly starting to go back to being level, and you can see that the wood is reforming slowly, but it is.
Cool.
That's all you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, and last but not least, Ragav.
Just quickly,
Please.
we have someone in the chat that has not been here for a very long time.
Right.
Welcome back, Anime Dark.
Hey, Anime! Good to have you here. Thank you so much. Ragav takes a minute, and he is going to let's have a look. He's going to move his arm forward, and you can see that a pillar of fire is going in the direction of this angel.
Nice.
As it goes towards it, however, the wings wrap around the body and the flame dissipates on top of its feathers, not doing anything. Ragav then uses his other hand to spring forth another fiery dart. This time it will hit. Which will do... Wow, okay. 4 and 2 is 6. 6, 9, 12. 12 points of fire damage. On this creature, and you can see some of the feathers, dark as they are, just start to burn and crisp, and you can watch as they just fall off dead. But this creature doesn't seem to be too hurt at the moment. But coming to the top again. Actually, just before I get back to you, Rook, you all feel underneath you this shaking as you look over and you see this weakened ship look like it's jutting from side to side. You look back over and Ildov is just trying to steer this ship right again as the ship is with the wind and the rain now that's starting to come down. The rain is turning into hail as it's hitting the deck, and it's hitting now up to the very center. So
But it looks so sunny.
Amara, Dravago, and Osei, you're getting pelted with small hail.
Ow.
Not doing any damage, but just a distraction of sorts.
I'm gonna, as this entire time while I'm still attacking, I'm keeping a featherfall token in my hand.
Yep. Okay.
So you're aware.
Good to know.
Just for a bit of flavour, shield is still up at the moment, so all the hail's just...
coming up, and I like it. Your turn, Rook. What are you doing?
Captain Craggs?
Ildov.
What the fuck?
I thought it was his last name, Krog. It's not, is it? Okay. I turn around and speak to him. Can we navigate out of this?
I can get lower.
Perhaps that would be ideal if the ship goes down.
He sort of then immediately starts to turn the ship, and you notice at this point, looking out, that all of the few servants and such have gone underneath the deck. And Gunnar, you did see that probably 4 or 5 of them were underneath, looking up a bit worried. But Ildov yells, "Hey, get up here! We need to fix the sails!" And you can see that the sailors, the crewmen are coming back up now, and they are going towards these sails and pulling on ropes and starting to point these sails downwards so that the ship can go on the descending trajectory. So your suggestion has been heard.
I then say, would a good gust of wind help us get out of this?
I need the storm to abate.
Is the storm something that I know it would be magical or not?
You'd be magical.
Yeah.
You can always, unless you have it detect magic, it looks pretty natural at the moment.
Yeah.
You have your suspicions, but you can't actually, without that spell detect magic, you may not be able to understand its origins.
And this is encompassing the whole boat, or is it just a particular area?
No, it's starting to, it's coming up to that halfway point as well. And it's foggy. It's a foggy cloud.
It's a foggy cloud.
It's getting quite obscure.
It's quite technical. From my perception, 20/20 vision, is it like covering everything?
Yeah.
Or is it a particular
Have you had
area?
your eyes tested, or?
It's covering as far as your eye can see on both sides of the ship as well. And it's a wall.
I'm going to try some flat here. And I'm going to cast Gust of Wind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and evade it. Or push away.
Okay. Let's check something out quickly then.
I love that the two people on either side of me are like, spells, 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 and I'm just like, when do I get to punch it?
Looking at it, and as you're wind is cast, you're casting it forward, trying to move it away from the ship, or
Is he turning, or is he just descending again?
Ildov, the captain, is starting to have the ship simply descending.
I'll push it in a direction so I'm not hitting any allies.
Yep.
And I'm wanting to kind of just see if I can spread it away,
Sure.
or maybe even use the spread towards the sails to speed things up.
Sure. Okay. As you do, you sort of focus your spell in sort of almost two directions. The sails get a good portion of that wind, and you do feel the ship start to creak, crack, but move a little bit more quickly. Eldorf yells, "Yeah!" And you then look up and sort of direct it again. You watch as some of those clouds start to be pushed aside, but then they come back and they cover still the ship. It seems as though the wind is only temporary, whereas this whatever weather event it is does seem to be a bit more powerful.
Okay. And then bonus action, Hunter's Mark.
Okay. Rightio.
And I'll remain next to the captain.
Okay. No problem. Javago.
So I will pull from the bandolier a circular device, like a donut shape, of copper coil, and I'll throw that under the feet of the fallen. As I'm throwing it, the sort of runic engravings on his arm, some electricity will shoot through that into the device as he throws it on the ground, and I'll be attempting to hit it with booming blade. So I'll draw the rapier with the other arm and attempt to pierce.
Go for it.
Which will only be a 12 to hit.
A 12 misses, unfortunately.
So the coil, unintendedly, will fall on its side and just keep rolling.
It disappears in the cloud towards the front of the ship.
And then as my second attack per action, I'll just attempt to hit with the rapier.
Yep, go for it.
Which is a bit better, is a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
So it will do 7 piercing damage.
Your rapier. Any particular powers that it has, or is it a normal rapier?
Just a rapier.
Just a rapier?
Just some piercing damage.
Good old piercing damage. Excuse me, Michele,
Yes.
could you please do a little dance?
No hesitation.
Thank you, boy.
Yeah.
Raise it up.
I love that it's got lyrics now too.
I know, I have to evolve it somehow. There you go,
remix
Monkey Band, enjoy. Okay, so
Someone put that on TikTok, please.
so as your rapier comes down, it scrapes along the body of this creature, its muscular form deflecting a bit of the blow, it seems. Your strong strike not doing as much damage as you would have thought it did. But you do hit it. And that's your turn?
The Steel Defender will
Yeah.
move in next to Amara.
Next to Amara? Yep.
Is it gonna eat me?
But you might be wary that the last thing stabbed you in the heart. And then, as my bonus action, I will command it to attack with, sorry, the thing is not in very intuitive spots where you're going to go.
No, that's okay. You've waited for me enough this evening, so I'll allow it.
So it will attempt to hit with Force Empowered Rend,
Okay.
and it will miss. And that is my turn.
Alright.
That was a 2.
Oh dear. Yep, that'll do it.
I thought that would hit.
With a
actually.
6, so 6 to hit, yeah.
Like,
A 6 to hit?
A
Yeah, that'll.
celestial, I feel like 2 would hit.
Plus 6.
6 would definitely also hit.
Oh, okay. So this time it's the angel's turn, and it is going to look beyond and see that we've got. Well, let me have a look.
Oh, yeah, I see what you see, buddy.
Probably no. Yeah, I think it's going to instead go for. It's going to do this. So it's going to look up towards an invisible thing in the sky, and so you follow its gaze, and as you watch, probably about 20 to 30 feet above your head, Rook, and the captain also looks up. Ildov looks up as well. You see this, just from nothing, this small spheric flame start to emerge and roll in a cylinder, more and more like, and it gets larger and longer as a sphere of fire appears above you, and then suddenly you hear this crack and a whoosh as flame in a cylinder just comes down on top of you. I need you to make a dexterity
I
saving
have a
throw.
question. This potential spell, does it need to speak?
No.
Bastard.
He's had to change his tactics. I need you to make a dex saving throw, please.
24.
24?
Well, sorry. Dex save.
I did the same.
Dex save?
Well, we got higher.
24. I'll roll one for the captain. And that is a 5.
Ooh.
Okay.
Also, would you say that this creature within 5 feet of me is making an attack against a target other than me?
Yeah, I would say that.
I'm gonna
in
smack it.
not as many words.
Cool.
28.
28? Okay. You take half damage from this, and Ildov will take full damage.
Yes. I've got a feat for that. I've got Sentinel. Does a 19 hit? Hell yeah.
Alright. So 27 points of damage halved for you. So rounded down. So that'll be 13.
12 points of damage to it.
12 point? Yep.
I see like this flame forming and I'm like, no!
Okay. This fire engulfs Ildov, however, and you can see that you can hear him screaming in pain, and you can see that this strike, once it disappears, you can see he's got like burns all over his arms. He's sort of shaking uncontrollably from the pain. And then this creature is going to make another wild strike, this time against that which hit him during the spell, which will be you, Amara.
What?
It's going to attack you with its sword.
Oh, so it gets disadvantage on the attack because I'm patient defense.
Good to know.
Is there any benefit?
23 to hit with a disadvantage.
Misses.
Yeah, that hits.
Yep.
I guess.
Okay.
Beautiful. Also, thanks Saz and Meeple for tuning in and subscribing.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
It's also Saz's 8th month. So subscribing
Jeez.
to us.
Thank you so much, Taz.
Describing, subscribing.
And that's 22 points of slashing damage. And 15 points of necrotic damage, as you are weakened again by a physical wound, and also your skin looks like it is dying. It's turning black and rotten.
Amara, just kind of like, she is quite bloodied.
Okay.
Like you've seen her hurt before. This is like I'm melting in the cave hurt.
Well, with that, Thorum, you're up.
Good timing.
Cast no healing spell.
Just to reiterate,
So as the last of those locusts are blown overboard, and the front of the ship stitches itself back together, and a massive flame ball explodes behind me, I watch Amara get lit up by a sword in front of me, and I find calm within myself. And through that card,
All is well.
You do that.
This is always meant to happen.
channel divinity and drop the full 55 HP straight on Amara. Full 55 points of damage.
Like, immediately she goes from like to.
Yep. All right.
If that's an action, not a
Yeah.
spell.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
I'm-
should
I'm
still
full.
have spell
Mhm.
as well. I'm gonna keep on
Spell.
exactly that same. Sorry, pardon me. I'm just finding the stats.
That is okay.
Can't find your spell.
I don't.
You can search it.
No, I know that I wasn't ready for a fight this morning. So, I am going to.
Cry.
No. So, yeah, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. This one.
I do have that one, guys. I do have that one.
Hey.
That one there I've got.
Cool.
It's okay. Not the insect
It's
blade.
actually Osei.
It's there. It's there. Really quickly.
Well, I'm going to cast that one at 4th level just for your knowledge.
Oh wow. Where do you want it?
I want that right behind it. And just that little gap, two down from the Mara.
Yep.
So that'll be a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
One. Should be. You know what? Let's save a little bit of time. And that's. Roll that digitally.
From some nice digital dice.
That's it. That is 15 plus 8 is 23 damage.
23.
That's it.
We like that.
Okay. Cool.
Does it just look like completely
Oh.
fine?
That's a radiant damage. That makes a difference.
Yes, it does. 23, you say?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Look how happy he looks. That's not a good thing.
All right. Cool. Good to know. You can see that this weapon appears out of thin air behind, and without the defense that this creature has, focusing too much on the spell it just cast, without a problem, this hammer comes crashing down and hits this creature. But still, you notice that with all that power, it didn't do as much damage as you might have thought it would have. It's still up though. It's still there.
That's me.
Okay. So as Thorum finishes his move, we move to Osei, who's just going to wail on it with another couple of attacks.
I thought you meant like physically well.
Yeah. One of her attacks this time will hit.
Somebody think of the children.
Jeez.
Not that it's
Okay.
That's the.
Alright, you can see that one of her strikes with her sword embeds itself into the knee of this creature as it goes down and then it comes back up. You can see the wound is very small compared to that power again. But otherwise, that's her turn. Next up, Amara.
Cool. So I've just kind of done a full matrix. Like I've gone, and I'm fine. And I'm gonna pull out my quarterstaff, and I'm gonna ready it. But before I do, in its head, and it can't reply unless it has its own ability to. I will say, is there anything we can do to break Frazzablue's hold on you?
Okay, good to know.
And if it doesn't reply, I'm gonna hit it.
No reply is forthcoming.
So I'm just gonna bang, bang.
Mm-hmm.
Now this time I'm gonna roll advantage because I forgot to do that
Good to
last
know.
time.
Yep.
And I definitely needed that. It's a 19 plus 9.
Yep, that'll hit.
So first one hits. Can I please make a Constitution saving throw?
I absolutely will. That's a 30.
It failed. 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
And then the second one to hit. 17 to hit.
Misses.
Bonus action, I'm gonna, holding my staff in one hand, I'm gonna just, boom, punch it in the face.
Okay.
Try. And that's no. Fuck. It's an 18 plus 9.
That'll hit.
I thought it was a nat 20 on the other die, so I was like, and that's 5 points of magical fist damage.
Cool. 5 points.
Magic fist.
It's good to remind me. That's
Yes.
good. Alright. So that's your turn?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. With that in mind, while I get the map back, we have Gunnar.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are equivalent, by the way, of there.
That's what I thought. I was going to say, am I still right at the back of the
You
ship?
are not. You are equivalent of there.
Can I see what's happening through the crack in the ceiling?
You can.
It's about a crack. It's about a foot wide, right?
Yeah,
So it's like
looking up, you see grey, and you do see every now and again some hail coming in, but that's it. You do hear the sounds of clashing, fighting, exertion generally, but otherwise you don't see anything. No.
okay.
Special K.
But what's the distance from where I am to the porthole?
Let's have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. So 65 feet from where you were.
65 feet. Okay.
You mean back the way you came in up?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there's no other way up, is there?
No, not that you can see.
Not even through
You can,
the
you can
foot
try.
gap.
You can try and go up that gap if you like. It's a bit of a squeeze. They're just small. It'll just take. Looking up, it'll probably take W movement.
So that 1 foot would be double,
Yeah,
so 2 feet.
yeah, basically. So, and you'd also
Or is it 10 feet?
it'd probably. I mean, looking up, you can see the ceiling is probably about 5.5, 6 foot above you. So the ceiling's pretty tall.
Yeah.
So getting up there, you'd probably find it'll take W movement to get up onto the deck basically, if you want to.
If I fly?
Looking around, you do have the ability to stand on things and climb up without needing to use the spell. If
But I'd have to use my action and my movement to get up there.
So it's up to you.
I will cast fly on myself,
Okay.
and I'll fly through the hole.
All right. You squeeze through the unmended portion, and you can feel beside you that there's some sharp bits of splinter, but you don't get damaged. You find your way up, and as you go up, you see Amara right next to you, and you see a lot of your
Oh, but
companions.
it's silent, so.
Yeah, correct. Actually,
Is it really?
speaking of-
Am I silenced as well?
Now you are.
So I can't hear anything in
No.
in this.
No, not as you came up. No.
So would I still have like 10
10 foot of movement.
foot of movement?
Yep.
Okay. I will move 10 feet into the air.
Mm-hmm.
Is the ship moving though?
Ship is going in a downward,
How fast does
Way.
it appear to be moving?
or I'd probably say,
Do you want me to roll to find out?
yeah, you can make a survival check.
10.
10. You're not sure.
Do I think I could move as fast as it's moving?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. I will lift 10 feet in the air.
And just maintain that.
Yeah.
All right. Just right above Amara.
Yeah.
Cool. Good to know. And that's all you're doing.
Bonus action. I will transform into my thought form. Surprise!
All right. You're now this shimmering light.
Shimmering, splendid light.
Does it take you to speak to do that?
No,
Just,
but I'm in a
just
whole new world.
What colour do you shimmer?
Whatever color I want. No.
Do I know space exists?
Usually golden, like a golden glow.
Consistent.
Like Super Saiyan, yeah.
So do I know space exists? That was good, I like
I kind of regret picking gold. I wish I picked a different color, but it's what I said before, so I'll just stick with it.
You should make it like a lava lamp.
No, it's really on brand. My stuff's all gold as well.
I don't like it
Yeah,
anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
My eyeshadow is gold.
Oh. Wisdom. However.
What are you doing over there? Stop rolling.
Yeah,
I
okay.
forbid it.
You watch as Ragav's. That's all you're doing, by the way, isn't it?
See.
Ragav's cell immediately strides up 5, 10, 15,
Coming in like a wrecking ball.
20, there. And as he attempts to, he sort of realizes what's going on around him with that silent spell. And instead,
Oh no.
he's going to take out what looks to be a mallet of some kind, a small hammer, it seems, like you would use for blacksmithing. And he tries to strike this creature, but as you watch, this hammer suddenly, this lightning just emanates from it in an enormous arc, and it is going to. It's going to hit.
Hell yeah.
This will do.
Wow, those dice, they're rolling really well.
Not for a spell it didn't, that he was going to cast. So it will be that many, and it is not resistant. Good. Alright. You watch
What's
as...
resistant? What would it be resistant to? Wait.
Hey. As you watch this lightning strike hits it square in the chest, and you can see that now there's this blackness, this smokiness coming from the creature's body as it starts to now burn. But no sound comes from it. Next up, back to you, Rook.
Alright, so I turn towards the captain after that last attack. Is he able-bodied to pilot the...
He hasn't been able to put his hands back onto that wheel, and you can watch as the ship, what was once a smooth travel, is starting to dip more downward.
So he's like flat on the floor.
Not flat, but he's just looking down and shaking.
Okay, so I put my hand on him and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
What? Can you do that?
What would you be doing?
All this time.
No, I just made that up.
You could have cured Osei back in the fucking... Anyway.
Cure wounds 8 level, isn't it?
Yeah. 9.
9. Go for it.
20th level.
Sorry, you take advantage of that.
30th level.
So that's Cure Wounds at level 3.
Okay.
You're stealing your thunder, Cobra.
You could heal this whole time. That
I'm
means
done.
2 of us haven't been healed.
You can heal too.
Yeah. Yes.
So that's 17 points of healing.
17 back. Okay. You can see that his burns immediately start to scab over and become okay, and you can see him just stop shaking, looking up at you as you have your hand on him. Thank you. Back to it, and he just puts both his hands on, and you can see that his face and his neck are still quite raw, but otherwise he's back in a fairly, I guess, functional state as he steers the ship back to being a bit more level rather than angled uncontrollably.
Can't really do anything with the bonus action then. I'm gonna just sit tight and defend at the helm there.
Mm-hmm.
If anything goes alright.
Okay. Alright, so that's your turn?
Can I move maybe 1 foot on a diagonal towards the netting that's on the...
Up there?
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I can still see the fallen clearly.
Yep, you can.
Out of interest, the netting there, is that like safety scaffolding?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a type of safety
He
scaffolding,
has a weird
yes.
smile on his face though.
It is.
It's trampoline?
Yeah.
Good to know.
Alrighty. So next up we've got Zhivago.
Sweet. I should have advantage on attack rolls, yeah?
Yes.
The creature is,
I think he means from a flanking perspective.
Yeah.
from a flanking perspective, yes, this time around because it was attacking you, Amara. So yes.
Then I'll attempt to do what I missed last time and pull out another coil.
Oh, okay.
The electric will flow through the hand, spark into it,
Okay.
and that is a 21 to
A 21 hits.
Hey!
Alright, so to start with, the rapier's coming in, which will do 7 piercing damage.
Mm-hmm. 7.
Yes. And then as the tip of the blade touches the creature, the coil will spark up into the metal point, and it will do a further 13 lightning damage.
13 lightning. Okay.
And the coil is still sparking underneath it at the moment.
Yep. Good to know.
And so that was a cantrip.
Mhm.
Every second. Actually, that be considered a magical weapon.
Yes.
And then I will also trigger Arcane Jolt. And as that damage hits, I will hold out my hand and siphon some health from that damage. With durable, which we spoke about, should be a minimum of 8 per die roll. So there's 2 die rolls, and that'll be 16 healing.
Holy fuck.
And that's still leaves him with an attempt to attack with the rapier a second time.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Which is a kraken.
Very nice.
That's funny. Is that your first one?
In the campaign,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be double 5 for 10 plus 1, so a further 11 piercing damage.
11 piercing?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's not over yet.
What? Oh,
It's
yeah.
not over yet.
Got Steel Defenders.
Yes. So then, the Steel Defender,
Artificers, man.
for my bonus action, first he will move to, I guess next to Zadosei above me.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so it's 5 to 15 feet, is it? Yeah. And for my bonus action, it will use repair.
Mm-hmm.
So its internal gears will start to turn and glow green. and that would be 2d8 plus proficiency bonus healing, which automatically hits for the 2 8s.
Yep.
Proficiency, so that's another 20 healing on me.
Yep.
And then it will move back to next to Mara.
Okay, next to Mara goes. No problem.
Thank you very much.
No worries, Elvis. Okay.
There you go.
Cool. So, this utter barrage of attacks from Dravago and the healing abilities of this artificer occur, and that brings us to this angel again, whom disappears.
What?
Suddenly, its form stops existing, and the gap, yes.
If
Yep.
it is invisible,
Yep.
or it's in the what's it called?
Ethereal plane.
Ethereal plane. I can still see it.
Good to know. Okay.
Also, is this considered teleportation in any form? Because if it's not, then I get opportunity attack with Sentinel.
Yep. You'll get a disadvantage because it is invisible, but you certainly can.
Okay, because yeah.
No, unless you have something that says otherwise.
No, just more if it moves. So
Sure.
if I hit it,
Yep.
its movement speed is 0.
Sure.
At disadvantage. What the fuck? That's the first time I've rolled 2 good things. Just 25.
Okay, that'll hit.
Just takes a wild swing.
Yeah. The damage isn't as good. It is 6 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
And its movement speed is 0.
Yep. Okay. So as far as you're aware, and as far as you're aware, Gunnar, this creature is still in its place, directly in front of you, Amara, and where it was, Gunnar.
Does it look like it was trying to cast something, or
Still invisible. It just doesn't move.
I'm just rolling for it, and yes, it is. It is. Yes.
did it look like it cast a spell?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you want to try and reverse that, Gunnar?
No, but I just wanted to know whether or not I could tell that it had gone invisible, I guess.
Yep. You do tell.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely.
Well, I'm hitting air, so.
Well, I can see it still, but I wasn't sure if it was like ethereal looking or like it looks solid.
Now, one thing I do need to check. Yeah, you watch as immediately after it turns invisible, Gunnar and Amara and everyone, this cloudiness simply disappears and moves away. And you can see the ship is now righting itself as the wind, hail, ice is no longer there. And then it is going to hit you, Amara. That is a natural 20. That's
Nice!
It actually will have the Steel Defender has a reaction that will cause disadvantage on that, but if it's invisible, that's still happen.
What's the ability? What's the check?
It is. Sorry, forgive me again. The
That's
Steel
okay.
Defender is in the Steel Squad.
That's all right.
Hello, NBCDM.
Hello, MCDM. Welcome.
So its reaction is deflected attack. The defender imposes disadvantage on the attack roll of
You
one.
can see.
Oh, you can see.
You can see, yeah, that's why I wanted to see the descriptions to know it won't affect it. Apologies.
All good.
Oh
Okay.
no. NBCDM said, this is such a you joke. It looks like the ship hit the fan.
Beautiful.
I love it.
That was
I love
amazing.
that.
That's great.
Yes.
I just took 20 points of like
Psychic damage.
What about the shit hit the sailor?
Amazing. Alright, bear with me.
No.
17. 34 plus 7 is 41. So you first of all, with that Kraken, take 41 points of slashing damage, Amara. As from nowhere, you feel this this enormous
I'm bleeding.
this enormous wound in your entire, like from your neck down your shoulder on the side. And then you also take 12 points of radiant damage as you, sorry, necrotic, apologies, necrotic. As you again feel that whole wound just start to crack and your skin goes dry, and it's as though it's dry earth. You can see that blackness appearing around you.
Remember how I like Matrix? That's like happening again, and this time it's worse.
That's its turn though, so Thorun.
So seeing Amara getting absolutely destroyed in front of me, just like she did earlier, I'm going to do the exact same thing and use my second and final channel divinity. And I think, looking at it, I don't know, I'm going to take a risk on this, but I'm going to dump all 55 again. How hurt do you look after that?
Very fucking hurt. That takes me... If you were to do that, yeah, I would be fine.
Yes. So I'm going to do that 100%.
Okay.
And then, again being...
I'm just consistently like, ah! I'm fine.
And... Now, I can't see the creature either.
Correct.
Right. So if that was an action, can I still cast a regular spell, or does it need to be a bonus action that I take?
No,
Oh, I
action.
have to...
Okay.
I have to roll,
Concentration.
yeah.
So I can just cast any old spell?
It's gone.
Okay, good to know.
It was in that one.
Yeah, that's gone. Sorry.
So I can cast, so if I took an action with the
Yes.
can I take a spell attack? Or
Yes, you can, because the channel divinity, I believe, is simply an ability, so I'll let you do it.
I'm going to try for a little flavor here. And I'm going to give it a taste of its own medicine. So I reach into my own pouch and I pull out some rations. I should have a pack that's half open from the last time I did this. And I pull out some grains of sugar and a smear of grease.
Yeah.
Put them in my palm and blow. As I blow, from my palm erupts a torrent of fireflies as I cast Insect Plague with the 20-foot radius very carefully done in such a way that it envelops my spiritual weapon and where I think the creature is. Now, what my question is, if it's thick insects, can my companion see the outline of this creature?
Oh, I see what
The
you're
void
doing.
where the insects are not?
Right, I see. Yeah, they can. Yep. You watch as the same plague comes into existence again from utterly nowhere, but this time not attacking you all, but through the divine power of Thorum. They envelop what looks to be the outline of this creature who's still in its place.
Is that good enough for... Okay, so we'll take disadvantage because of the Steel Guardian.
I have a question on a ruling from the Twitch.
Yeah, please.
And it is not for you. Voikuban redeemed Drop It for 1,000 points.
Okay.
And asked me what it was for, and I said you can make a character drop something.
Yeah.
And he wrote invisibility.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
Now I said I will ask for a ruling on spells because I know that we originally designed this to be an item, not a spell.
Sure.
So I'll let you make that call.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. We will wait a moment. What else are you doing for him?
I just want to see what damage that...
Sure.
So he needs to take a Constitution save,
Correct.
con save of 5. I take 4d10 or half as much damage.
Piercing damage, isn't it?
That is piercing damage, yes.
So the Constitution saving throw was 22.
Okey-dokey.
Fuck.
So I just roll 2d10 or roll all 4 and half it?
4 and half it.
Sometimes it's better.
Remember when Gunner dropped like 4 chunky nuts? Or was that Thorum?
There's no Thorum.
Thorum, that's right.
Sweet tooth. Very close chubby nose.
Yeah.
Plus... 21 divided by 2, do you want to call that 11 or 10?
11 is fine.
Takes 11 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
even then, it seems as though these little insects can't seem to bite through its hardened, angelic skin, and it doesn't do as much damage as you would have thought. Even then. But the plague is still there. It's still surrounding it. All right, is that what you're doing?
That's all I'm doing.
Alrighty. Next up, we've got Osage. She is going to watch as the creatures are biting into this thing, this outline. You suddenly notice that this creature is visible. 1,000 points will do that, Wookie Man. And this creature's invisibility is gone, and it is visible to everyone again fully. So no disadvantages of attacks against it, and you know where it's going to go. So with that, she is going to make her normal attacks against it. First one being a natural 4, and the second one doing a bit better. So just the one will hit again.
Wookie Man just said, "Wow, such a cool DM."
Look, you're cool, so that's why I do it. And that's going to do that amount of damage. Okay. So you watch as one of the attacks gets deflected, and through this plague, which doesn't seem to be focusing in on her, but she still needs to have her mouth closed and obscurely see through. She takes just a random strike and goes underneath the armpit and out, and you can see this blackened blood start to pour. It's kind of looking hurt now. And with that, Amara.
I am going to. Hello. Thank you. I am going to. Oh yeah, so I get 2 actions. Fantastic. I'm going to speak in its head again, but I'm going to use one of my 2 actions to allow it to respond. And I'm going to say, "Hey, you didn't answer me the first time. Is there a way that I can break the bond between you and Fraser Blue?"
It responds. In your mind it says, "Through me, the servants, they are attacking Celestia. The angels battle his minions now, and are taking over them. I am but one piece of the puzzle. You can do nothing but hasten your flight. End him, and that will save them. I am his."
I'm going to say, "So, do you want us to kill you?"
And then in another weird voice, although taken over once more, he says, "Do it. Do it now."
Do it now.
Is that its voice or is that Fraser
That's
Blue's
its voice.
Okay, thank you. And with that, I will take my
Do it.
second action. So 1 attack or 2. Cool. La 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 la. And do I get advantage because flanking or no?
No.
No. Down that dice.
Don't be weak. More energy.
24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Come on.
Yeah.
More energy.
Do it.
You guys suck. 8 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then for my bonus action, let's go.
California.
That is higher than what I rolled previously.
Good to know.
Can it make a con save, please?
Con save.
Even though I know that this will not work.
That was a 19.
I love this country.
But it will take 6 more points of damage.
More? Okay.
It's you.
Alright. Amara strikes it a couple of times, but it still seems to be...
I'll say sorry afterwards.
Didn't respond, but it still seems to be hurt, but not overly so, it seems. The turn is over for Amara. Gunnar, you're up.
Ah! Same.
Every day.
God. Oh, God, what do I do? It's got wings, right?
It does.
So I imagine throwing it overboard is not going to really fix this problem. How does it look?
Looks hurt. Has a few wounds.
Okay. I will gently land on the deck. If I have to move with the ship, I will have done that as well.
Yep.
As it was moving.
Yep.
And I will cast Phantasmal Killer on it. So that will end my previous spell of fly.
Yes, it will. And so, what kind of save does it have to save? Wisdom?
Wisdom.
Also, high raging rolls. Nice to see you.
Hey, Raging Rolls, good to have you here. Hopefully you're safe where you are. I believe Sydney. You used to do that while somewhere.
You remember locations way better than me. I'm just like, Australia.
I believe it is, but
It's an island.
hopefully you're staying safe, guys. Good to have you here.
Yeah. Odds, man.
That will be a 20 saving throw.
Saves.
It saves? Okay.
Oh, see what I just did? Never mind.
What, are you doing anything else at the moment, Gunnar?
No.
Alright. Next up, Regav. He's going to do nothing. But he will go back a couple of steps. 5, 10. But he is in line of sight, or that attack of opportunity for one strike against him. That is going to be a natural 19, so that will definitely hit. So that's going to do... God damn. 19 points of slashing damage plus. Alright, so 45 points of damage in total. And you watch as this just with one hand, quick as you like, this great sword just slams down and cuts directly in the center of Regav's Self's face and down his neck. And you can see this huge gash and this crack you hear as his nose is broken as well. And he's sort of holding his hand over his face as he moves backward and stumbles. But he is still standing. And that's Regav's turn, unfortunately. Rook, you're up.
Do something, Rook.
Right, at this point, I will do some attacks.
Yep.
Is this your first attack against it?
Yeah. And I can see it now, it's all visible.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Is a 25 hit?
That'll hit.
Okay.
Aw, thanks Raging Rolls for subscribing.
Raging Rolls, thank you!
Also good to hear that you're safe.
Good.
If anyone here is tuning in from anywhere affected by flood waters, we hope you're very, very safe.
Yeah, absolutely. Or COVID or anywhere like that. Excellent to hear. Thank you so much.
So 16 points of damage on the first hit.
16, good. And that's with your...
magical bow. Yes.
Yep.
And second attack, I'm going to take a -5 to hit with sharpshooter.
So no.
That's a nat 1.
Okay, that'll miss.
So.
It's actually a -4.
So.
Stab yourself in the face.
Yeah, it's a 9.
Yeah, that'll
Yeah.
miss. Is that what you're doing?
Bonus action. Oh no, I'm going to stay still.
Alright.
Yeah.
Drago. Your turn.
So I'll kick it off with the bonus action of having the Steel Defender attack.
Yep.
So what's the attack roll situation? Disadvantage, advantage, nothing?
Normal.
That will... I'm selecting this. That's a 13.
A 13 will miss.
Then, as Dravago, I'll move back to the point of not being in that silence.
Silence is down now, so
It's down now.
it's no longer effective.
Okay.
You can yell if you want.
That's fine. I will still move back, say, to cover in between the Fallen and Regath.
Between the fallen, so about there. One up?
Maybe one up, yeah, just to try and shield him a little bit.
Yep. It is going to take an attack of opportunity against you,
That's fine.
so I'll roll that while you.
Would you say this thing is attacking someone within 5 feet? That is not
Yep.
me?
Yep.
Boom.
You do yours first.
Well, no, we'll have to do the way.
Yeah.
I'm going to punch it. And that is a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah. 9 points of damage.
Alright. Cool. And with that, it's going to strike against you, Dravago. Sorry, we'll get there. That is a natural 20. Alright,
As
please. Reaction?
Yeah, no.
All good? Okay. So... Bear with me.
So many dice.
So first of all, it's 18 points of slashing damage, and then necrotic damage. $25 points of necrotic damage. Once more, it's quickened. The greatsword just strikes and gets you right in the stomach, and you feel the mechanisms crack. You're still functional though.
With that blow, I'll sort of be doubled down, but as I come up, I'll be really annoyed at that. And I'll raise my hands, and the fingers will kind of extend out, and then little bits of flame, like igniting flame, and as a quick little gas burner, will come out of the fingers, and then from the palm, gas will shoot out, and that will be fireball.
Fireball, alright. Roll to hit.
A 21.
That'll hit.
And it will be 3d10 of fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
It should be
8.
25.
25. Crazy. That. Okay. Good to know.
Angels on fire.
Ah! Sorry about that. That was
Did you like that?
that was good.
Look how like ultra Australian it.
Fire. At this point, the flames engulf the creature as it starts to just starts to moan in pain as you watch a lot of its feathers at that point now start to crispen up, and they just fall off, but they don't reappear. You can see this in-line of bone, or this hollow bone that makes up its feathered wings, now start to emerge. It's looking pretty hurt.
That'll be me done.
That'll be you done?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have a think. It's its turn. So it is going to... I think it has to.
Is
Yeah.
there a sneaky look at these ones?
It's got to do it.
It's going to take a couple of attacks of opportunity here, and it's going to go... Oops. Move that for a second.
This doesn't look good. This is bad for us. I can feel it.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. 55 episodes. Gotta get one.
At least.
Go back here.
We
That's
also,
that's where it is. So it is
We
going
like
to go. You can still see that on the map, can't you? Just
Well, I was trying to leave the TV.
right,
Yeah.
right down the bottom.
Yeah, okay. But it will take opportunity attacks? Is
It
that
will
right?
take opportunity attacks
Uh,
from Amara
just
and
a question.
Osei. Yeah.
With Sentinel,
Mm,
its movement speed is 0.
correct. Yep. So does that affect it for its turn?
I guess it's up to you.
What does it say?
Sentinel.
Until the end of its turn? Until the end of your next turn? Should be
For
accepted.
the rest of the turn.
For the rest of the turn. Okay, so when it came back up, the rest of the turn, the last of its turns would be Regav. So Regav got the attack of opportunity against it. That was the end of its turn there.
Okay.
We then started a new turn.
That's fine.
Yeah?
It's okay. It's fine.
is she flanking?
Is it
I
fine?
can't see
I don't
properly.
What's that?
When
Yes.
you get another attack of opportunity
Yes.
there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are you flanking?
I don't know.
Are we playing flanking rules?
Yeah?
Yeah.
You were.
So you would have
I don't-
advantage.
when
is that
it's-
right?
When it struck last, it went for Dravago, so you would have it, yes. If you're wanting to do an attack of opportunity.
Absolutely. 18 plus 9.
Yep, that'll hit.
9 points of damage.
Okay.
That doesn't affect its movement though.
Yep, okay. Oops. Alright, so
It's not Sentinel, that's just a normal opportunity
Normal
attack.
opportunity.
Because Sentinel's a reaction, not an opportunity.
alright. Osei will also have a strike of opportunity against him. And that will be a hit. Plus none of that many. Alright. So, as it flies out and also away from insect plague now, it looks back in and you can see above.
Ah! I accidentally moved away.
That's right. I'll find
You
it again.
shouldn't give me access to do that!
Amazing.
It's fine.
I just saw it away from you.
Let me just move it back for you.
No, that's okay. That's all right.
it's
Thank
okay.
you.
I got it.
While the
you
fly
go.
swarm is back, thank you. I'll move it back into its position. Appreciate it.
Oh, I moved it back. Give
Yep,
me some
perfect.
credit, okay?
It is going to focus in on the placement around 5, 10, 15, 20. So it's going to go Gunnar and Amara and your companion will all make dexterity saving throws,
I get
please.
advantage on this
Is this a
one.
spell?
It is a spell.
Oh, actually.
I get advantage because of...
What's happening right now?
Another sphere
Yeah,
is appearing above.
Oh no!
Yep. All right, go for it.
Fourth level?
Oh no, haste is gone, I'm exhausted.
Haste down. I've got the
Yes, you are.
roll. Which
No.
is fatal.
Good to know. Thank you.
What's
And you
level,
are exhausted.
Wait, what's level 1 of exhaustion?
Ability check disadvantage.
You just miss one turn.
Oh, and that's part of the rules as well, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
I'll just double check that.
I never asked for this!
Hey, you got extra attacks.
So fourth level.
Yeah.
Roll.
Roll still?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, but I
You just
can-
miss one turn.
Oh, okay, so I'm not actually exhausted. Good. Oh, thank God, that's a 9. 16.
For your...
Dex save.
Okay, good to know. Didn't counterspell? Okay. So, make your dexterity saving throw, please. Gunner and companion.
Is a 15.
Okay.
14.
Okay, you all failed. So you will all take... First of all, 18 points of fire damage first.
Is that halved for me or no?
No, your dexterity saving throw didn't make
Oh,
it.
sorry, I thought you said it.
That's right. 18 points of fire damage
I was just trying to
initially, and then
trick you.
17 points of radiant damage.
It's all good.
So it's 18 and 17?
Correct. Yep. What it's then going to do with that sudden realization as to what was happening. Let's see what it can do there. Yeah. It's gone again.
Can I see it?
Yes. You can see it. It is, if I do need to come out a little bit, apologies. It's basically moved and flown over Gunner, only knows this, to the very tip of the wing. So I'll just move back a little bit here for you. So at the very bottom of the page, right in the middle, where that wing tip is.
Do you want to put it back in and we'll just pretend that we don't see it?
Yep.
Otherwise, Preston will ask you 8 times.
I will.
So basically, just make this a little bit smaller again. There. Okay. It's hidden by the combat camp, but it is. You can just see the outline.
We can see it.
Yep. All right, and that's its turn. So next up we have Thorin.
So I recognized the sound of flame hitting wood. I didn't turn around to look behind me the last time it happened, but there it is.
Yep.
So I raised, watching my friends engulfed in flames, I raised both my hands. And you hear me bark with a croaky voice, which might indicate how fatigued I am, or how few spell slots I have remaining. However you want to play that. I cast Mass Cure Wounds. And so a spot now, so 30, emanating from a spot 30 feet in any direction. So I'm going to drop that right above the little porthole there.
Yep.
Which should engulf everyone in 48 plus my modifier.
Okay.
Nice. 16. So everybody takes, everyone except... Everyone except Rook and the captain take 19 points of healing.
Alright.
Thank you, Thorin.
How much?
19. Alright. What else are you doing, Thorin?
I've seen this creature disappear.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where it is, so if it's okay,
Yeah.
I want to move my insect plate. I'm going to roll a D2. If it's the beautiful Kraken, you can win this one by subscribing to the giveaway. I'm going to move it forwards. So
Yep.
forward, and if it's not, I'm going to move it back.
Okay.
But neither one will cover.
Yeah, I understand.
Right, I move that forwards, away towards the front,
Away from it.
towards the front of the ship.
Okay. How far?
Honestly, just to, you can see the little, I'm not sure what the name of it is, the long pole sticking up the front of the ship.
the end of it there,
Yep. Just covering it equally on either side of it.
like that.
Just like that.
Okay.
And I'm looking for the outline, the void.
Yep. Good to know. Alrighty, and that's your turn.
Turn.
Cool. Next up, we've got Osei. She's going to look around. Is anyone hurt? I've got healing potions. Is it gone?
I'm a little bit hurt, but I don't need a healing potion. That's fine. Thorum, thank you for your healing.
Anna's pointing at it. It's over there.
She's looking
On the tip of the wing.
Which wing?
I'm pointing at it.
Oh,
Over
that
there.
wing.
The
Look
left-hand side. Osei looks over. So it's still here.
Yes.
Just quickly, I want to welcome tabletop_troops. It is their first time tuning in
Hey guys.
to our stream, so thank you. Also, we're level 11. They asked.
Oh right, yeah, fair enough. I mean, obviously because we didn't have that rolling video. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Different viewers on a different night, I guess. So
Yeah.
it's amazing. So, as you point out, Osei is going to shout back, "Shall I attack it?"
Shooting me.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
She is going to
Throw your heart and soul
5, 10,
and body.
15, 20.
Yeah.
She is going to run,
Yes, I
and
know.
she looks back and gives you a bit of a smirk, and as she holds out both swords, and like a trapeze, she is starting to walk on the thin hole.
Remember that I gave you the featherfall token!
She needs to roll a dexterity check,
She falls.
which she easily passes, and she is balancing. She looks back and shouts, "I told you I was still good at something!" And she
Oi.
continues her way forward, and that's how far she can get. And she's sort of peering and trying to see if she can see anything. And she is then going to she's going to put her sword away, take out a small dagger, and simply throw it
Hell yeah.
in the direction of where Gunnar pointed. That's going to be a miss, however.
Damn.
Rolling it at disadvantage. And that's her turn, Amara.
All I have seen is where Gunnar has pointed towards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So I am going to move myself if I can learn how to use Roll20. Wait. I'm gonna move here.
Yep.
And I'm gonna just look at everyone and be like, this is weird. This is still the same round, isn't it?
Of exhaustion, yes.
Yes.
Lethargic.
Yeah, lethargic,
And
yeah.
I'm gonna ready 2 darts.
Okay.
And then go, oh, these are heavier than already.
Alright. Cool.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna also do nothing.
Okay. Alright, haste is a bitch. Alright, that's your turn. Next up is Gunnar.
Okay. I will cast Tense's Transformation. He'll grow a little larger, a little bit more svelte. I'll run forward to where Amara is. Still glowing. I'll take out the daggers that I had. In particular, where is it? Yes. Guys, poised poisoner. And I will throw it at the creature.
Okay, go for it.
So 60 feet, it'll reach.
Yeah, it'll reach.
Yeah. So I have, with Tense's Transformation, I have advantage on. Hang on, let me just read it again. Make sure I'm doing this right. I have advantage on attack rolls that I make with simple and martial weapons, which is a simple weapon.
Yep.
Which it is. Go. Is that called? So that is. Bloody thing. It is. Why do I not have a. Oh, it's under actions. Plus 6. So that's 19.
Hits.
Hits. Okay. 1d4. There it is. A single dice. That isn't a d20 yet. 1d4. So that's 2. 2 damage, 2 piercing, plus another 2, which is 4 piercing damage, plus 1d6 poison, which is another 2 poison damage, and it also takes 2d12 force damage. Where are you guys? Roll this twice. That's 7 and 12. So that's 19 force damage.
Alright. You feel it, and you see that this thing strikes this angel who just gets pushed back and flaps its wings once to attempt to right itself.
Bring back.
It appears back in your hand. This wound starting to bleed from its chest again. You can see multiple wounds now.
Do you see the dagger impact in midair and then return, like hit something invisible?
You all see that. And what else are you doing?
No, that's me.
That's you?
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, hang on! I get to do that twice. Forgot I get 2 attacks. My bad. That one probably won't hit. That's only 15.
Correct.
So that's this one is. Yeah. So it's advantage still. And then again. So 4 piercing, 4 poison, and 6 force damage. So rinse and repeat.
Okay. Alright. It comes back to you and once again striking the angel in the chest again, quite close to the other wound. You can see more of that blackened blood and more of a moaning coming from its jaws.
What does the moaning sound like?
Oh,
La! Ouch!
I'm so hurt right now. I'm hurt. You guys do it better than I do. Alright, is that what you're doing? Yeah. Okay.
As Thorin would say.
Back to the top. Actually, no, Regat gets another go. He's just going to put his hand over his face. With his other hand, he's going to take out a quick potion and heal himself. Alright. So, with that, back to the top, we have Rook.
Alright, so Hunter's Mark allows me to have an advantage on perception checks.
Okay.
Sorry, we'll read that to you. Advantage on perception checks.
Tabletop jokes found that really funny.
Okay, 1d6 damage to target whenever you hit a weapon, we know that, and you have advantage on wisdom, perception, or wisdom survival checks. You beg to find it.
To find
the creature that is marked. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's invisible.
Mm.
Do I still have an understanding of with Hunter's Mark on it, or what it may be, or do I need to, I would need to roll for that, I'm assuming, but...
Roll a perception check for me.
Is it going to take an action?
No.
Okay. Without advantage.
Correct.
Good silence.
Perception 19.
I mean, it's invisible, so it's difficult to try and get a particular point. You saw where the creature was striked by Gunner. Perception usually means things that are hidden.
Yeah.
Invisible is a slightly different again.
Yeah.
Because at this point you're not sure if it had moved or not.
Or survival, or wisdom survival. I think survival is probably
So no, the perception is probably the better of the two. For this round, I'll get you to roll with just normal, not disadvantage.
Oh,
Yes.
disadvantage.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Is it balancing on the wing or is it flying?
Hovering.
Does it have like a flap though?
No, hovering.
Oh.
It seems to be floating there.
So the wings are aesthetic.
Yeah.
Okay. With disadvantage?
No. I think with that roll was enough, so you can, and with what you saw Gunner strike,
Yeah.
you have a fairly good idea of where it is.
Okay. Dope. In which case, I'm going to make 2 attacks.
Go for it.
So that's 20.
That hits.
Yep.
Wow, those dice you have, they must be very good. Someone
Banshee.
who cares must have bought you those dice.
They're very lovely. Thank you.
No worries, man. Anytime.
Damage rolls.
Actually, Michele bought them.
So that is a 1, 3, 6.
Who's the most here?
So that's and a 7 is 12 damage.
12 points of damage?
Yeah,
Okay.
first one. And second attack, I'm going to use sharpshooter.
Mm-hmm.
So -5 to the hit.
Yep.
And roll 3, so that's negative. It's okay.
No.
-2.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
That hits!
You doing it?
It's
For
reverse
yourself. Yeah.
day. What's it?
Reverse sharpshooter.
Opposite day.
Opposite day. It's reverse day.
Yeah, I'm going to stay in the same position.
Alright.
Yeah.
Drago.
Just going to use a bonus action to have the Steel Defender use repair on
Yep.
itself.
Something to look like that. It's like,
So,
like that. Yeah. When you zoom out, it freaks out.
16 points of healing.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
What if I go the other way?
And
Oh,
then,
there we go.
given
Opposite direction.
what Gunner has done, I'll just attempt to shoot firebolts in that general direction.
Okay. Sure.
So that's roll
If you zoom in
disadvantage
close enough,
for
it
hit.
Yes.
turns into normal. It's pretty clever.
13.
13 misses. Fireball just continues forward and disappears in the distance. And then disappears.
And I guess that will be it.
Alright. So, Gunner,
Yeah.
you see that this creature has suddenly flown quickly directly next to Thorin.
Watch out, Thorum! He's next to you!
And you watch, you feel both of your shoulders, something attaches himself to it.
Ooh.
And you're starting to get lifted.
Ooh.
I need you to make a either an acrobatics or a strength check to try and, if you want to try and resist being pulled away.
Strength wouldn't be a good stat for you, would it?
You're a cleric, you don't need strength.
Blah. That is an 8. Knowing so, if I get picked up, do I feel the fingers like that, or do I feel them like that?
No, you feel them over the front.
Over the front?
Yeah.
I'm going to reach over my head like that as hard as I can and grab onto whatever's there.
Okay.
As tight as I can.
Okay. With its strength and with you in tow, it flies. Gunner, you see this. It has the speed and the distance to fly basically here. Out into nothingness. And it stops as the ship starts to continue to move. Thorum, you watch as you are lifted by almost what you can't see. You can feel, and you're holding on for dear life, as you get pulled out into the just midair, and looking down, your feet flailing. You see nothing below you.
Only Dragonborn had wings.
And it's just gonna stay there. It's gonna not do anything, not say anything to anyone. However, in your mind, Thurum, it speaks telepathically and it says, Dragonborn, the healer, what will they do without you? Guys, yeah, you can respond.
Let's respond. I don't usually heal.
And at that point, we're actually going to take a 10-minute break.
Yay!
On that, we're a bit late, just a little bit. But we are going to take a 10-minute break, and we're going to come back to that at that point.
Where you died.
On that little cliffy hangar.
Sheldon, not full.
Right. That's okay.
It's 9:00. We'll make it 9:17. 9:18. Oh god,
It's 9:06 right now.
Yeah, 9:17. We'll be back because we've really got to have a break. We'll see everybody very, very shortly.
See you in 10.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hello.
We want to do a couple of shout-outs. First of all, I'll just confirm that we will put that giveaway up. It will either be done this evening or tomorrow, but watch out for it for your chance to win an amazing set of spicy seasoned
Talk some up
dice.
quick.
Including that massive D20. Whoa,
Way
cascade.
the more good rolls.
Yeah.
Yes, perfect rolls.
What other shout-outs do we want to have before we get back into it?
I've just noticed another first-time viewer here. Their name is Zero Jick. Zero.
Hey.
So hello, new viewer.
Hello. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself.
Hello.
Hi. All right.
We like new viewers.
We love
It's cool. It's cool. We're here on a Wednesday instead of a Tuesday. If you are a new viewer and you would like to continue the saga, we are
Yes.
live
Fantastic
every
shout-out.
Tuesday, 6:45 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time instead of Wednesday.
That's true. Just this week we had to change it up.
We just like to keep you on your toes.
Yeah, if you've got something on Tuesday though, cancel it. So.
Just resign your jobs. Subscribe.
Yeah.
Worth
Be a part of the community. You can come to our social media for us.
Are you still talking about Jack?
No, just generally. Just generally.
Anyway, whoa. We'll
Alright.
open applications
Yeah.
soon.
So.
There will be no pay.
No.
There will be no pay.
Such an incentive.
Hanging out with us is pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. So let's get back
Hanging
into
out
it.
with Michele is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's on the meh side.
Sir Terrace, who I feel like Sir Terrace is new
New as
also.
well, yeah.
Hello,
Um,
Sir Terrace.
Says I would cancel, but I already modded D&D Twitch Tuesday nights. Lol.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
if there's a time zone difference, feel free.
That's
to
right.
bob on
Are you
over, 'cause
Aussie or
I don't
you
know
not?
where in the world you are.
No.
So welcome.
Thank you, though. I appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Also, good luck on your D&D.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Also, like, if this is any incentive,
Nice.
You look like you were dancing at disadvantage.
Sydney said, I wasn't dancing. I was trying to, in this small space, move my arms.
Well.
Hey, could you leave this house? That your name is on the leasehold.
So. Bringing it back in.
Sydney cider.
Okay, that's alright. That's okay. I'm glad to have another Aussie here. Thank you. So, let's bring it back in. This angel is holding you, and you're holding it, Thorum. But, before it finishes its turn, it has taken hold of you, brought you back, and then it's going to do another one. Does it do another one?
Do it. Wait, don't do it.
Yeah, I think it will, eh?
Another one.
Aw, tabletop_troops just followed us.
Thanks.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Tabletop, thank you so much.
Appreciate that.
Thank you so much. You can see exactly when we'll stream, and we're happy to have you here.
Unfortunately, you hear me talk every week.
It is going to look up, and you can see that above, about 40 feet above it, is another swirling fireball as it strikes down on top of itself and on top of you, Thorum. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage, please.
If I'm resistant to fire damage, can I... Blah. Whatever that is, you probably just want to cut that in half, and that's how much damage I take.
It's 46 fire.
Unless 11 is enough to...
No disadvantage, buddy.
Okay, then unless 8 is enough to dodge that fireball.
No, it's not. Are you also resistant to other forms of damage?
As a light cleric, I'm resistant to necrotic. As a dragonborn, fire.
Okay, so you take full damage of radiant.
Yes.
Good to know. So you will take half this damage which I just give you, which will be 5, 9, 12, and 16. So you take 8 points. That's already half. So from 16 to 8
Yep.
of fire damage, and then 21 points of radiant damage.
29 points all up.
And as that flame goes over you, you feel that wash of pain as your entire body is filled with this utter, just physical agony, and you are just hovering. And it lets go. But you are holding it. It does not have any...
I got really frightened.
It does not have any purchase on you at all, but you're holding it by the wrists.
Jeez.
Alright?
Even Sheldon is scared. He's like,
I'll be fine.
Osei goes next. She watches as Thorum is just hovering in midair by himself. She looks back at everyone. What do I do? Shall I attack?
Jump.
no.
I'm kidding. It was Preston saying that.
She just gives you a...
That was Preston saying it.
Don't jump.
How do I help?
Is this ship? So he's floating on side, the ship's heading forward, and he's just kind of hovering on the side.
Correct.
Can I ask the captain to
Stop it.
rotate the
Oh yeah, the captain.
ship?
Yeah, the ship can rotate. Yeah. The ship starts to slow. The ship starts to slow.
Yeah.
By that stage, by the time it stops, not too far, but it's going to be about there.
Osei, come back and at least be safe, please.
We'll make another dexterity check to hold her back, to go back, which she succeeds.
Woo!
She's going to come back to you.
Good.
Shall I throw my dagger?
Is there a rope or anything?
On your turn, you can have a look around. Yep.
Is the creature still invisible as it holds me?
Yep. It is.
You should. Maybe you should throw your dagger, because as far as we know, it's still out of the wing, right? Maybe, but.
No, well, Thorum hovering away from the ring now.
Yeah.
Is your
Don't throw the dagger! Don't do it! Unless you think you can hit it.
I believe I can, but what will happen to Thorum?
That's a good point. Thorum! grab a token of Featherfall!
I'm grappling with this creature. I make no response.
You see the legs.
I'm grappling with this creature.
Grappling. Come on.
Alright. Osei just looks around and gives you sort of a I can't do anything look. Amara, you're up.
Thorum, should I throw darts at it?
You can respond.
Cool. So I'm
Flying through the
trying to reach over my shoulder and go around the back. Have I succeeded in going around the back of this thing's head?
Not head, it seems to be holding you sort of down.
Down. So I've got the torso.
Yeah, you've got torso.
Right. So I've got the torso. So I'm gonna yell back. My arms are wrapped like waist area, like that area there. My arms are wrapped around its waist.
Yeah, but should I throw daggers? Should I throw darts at it? I don't want you to fall. Okay.
Yes. Aim up.
I'm going to aim a little bit above him.
Okay.
And
How far is your distance?
I'm going to be rolling at disadvantage.
Okay.
I can throw him up to. Oh wait, I'm going to have to move a little bit, which I can do anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, okay. I'm going to move over here.
Yep.
And then I'll still be rolling at disadvantage because I can roll up to. I can throw up to 60 feet, but at disadvantage. So
Good to know.
I'll throw 2. 13 is the first one.
Misses.
Oh, a nat 20 and a 15 plus 7.
That'll hit.
Yes! I get to roll this d4 for the first time ever. Thank
Yes.
you.
Hey, Thorum never is now, right?
And it's a 4 plus 3.
Okay, piercing?
Yes.
Yep.
Does that stick or does it fall out?
Yeah, piercing.
You watch as this dart hits the creature and just starts to sort of loosen and then starts to fall. and you can see it.
The dart.
Are you trying anything?
No, I just
You
wanted
just
to
see
know
it.
if the dart stuck.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see it just.
Bonus action. Okay, let's see what I can do. How far away from this thing am I? No. Okay, as a bonus action, I start to say let him go, and then I say, so it's like, let him, hold on to him. Don't let him go.
Okay.
We kind of need him. Thorum, hold on, please.
Okay. So.
Also, shout out to Sleona, who has just gifted 2 subscriptions.
Oh my gosh, Leona, thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, Lemons is here.
Lemons, hey, welcome up. Thank you so
and
much.
so is Jimmy Miller.
Oh my gosh, hello.
Of course Jimmy's here.
Our amazing
Our
team.
first ever viewer, Jimmy Miller.
It was.
Literally
Yeah,
first
to
viewer
the
ever.
end.
Yeah.
Yep, you are.
The OG.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you for the subs, Leona. Thank you for joining us, Lemons. Much appreciated. Gunner, you're up. You see it in its invisibility, hovering over with its hands free.
I will move down towards Amara.
Yep.
Can I make it that far? Yeah. Cool.
You probably can make it up to 10 feet away there.
Just gonna quickly count the. Yeah, still within range. I'll throw the dice again. I mean the dice. The dagger again.
Alright.
Throw the dice. 16 plus 6.
That'll hit.
Yep.
Hey.
4 piercing damage.
Okay.
3 poison damage. 9 force damage, and it appears back in my hand. Yeet.
Yeet.
Oh, shit. Not as good. Ooh, 11.
Misses.
Does it come back to me?
It does.
Okay.
Yes.
That's my turn.
Alright. That's yours. And Regav still hasn't healed all of him, but he looks around and says, "Oh, I can do something. I can do something." And he whirls his hand around and around and around in the air, and you can see as he does, directly underneath you, Thorum, you watch as this translucent disc appears and is rotating just below you. And you can almost touch it with your toe. And it's probably about 15 by 15 foot. It's massive. I need to keep this up, but if you let go, you can land. Okay, I'll just do this.
5, 6, 7.
That's him. Rook, you're up.
So, sorry, they're caught in like a whirlwind?
Not really. It's more of just a. You do see it as well. There's this thin sphere. Sorry, not sphere. This thin, like, plate of a circular plate that's almost invisible, but directly underneath Thorum.
How big is this plate?
10 by 10 foot, so about 20 foot in total.
And they're like standing on it.
Thorum's toe is just touching it.
Okay. I am going to. If I move to Amara, I should be about 30 feet, but next to Thorum, is that right?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You'd have to be right on the edge of the ship, yep.
Yeah, so I'm going to move up there. So how many feet of movement was that?
That was 5, 10, 15.
I'm going to Misty Step onto that plate.
What plate?
The one that Ragath created.
TPK. TPK.
So Misty Step would have been an action, yeah?
Yep.
Bonus action. Oh, Misty Step's a bonus action.
Yep.
Off. And as an action,
Steady missed.
I'm going to... I don't know if this is going to work. I turn to Thorum, grab him by the shoulder, touch the fallen, and look to Thorum, gather yourself, and I activate my hat and teleport us back into the middle of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
With the best opportunity attacks possible from a group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, where the hammer and stuff is. That's the
Oh,
teleportation.
you're taking it with you.
Yeah, I don't know if that works with it. Willing or wasn't specified with that.
So you are trying to take this thing with you.
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to need to make a saving throw against, because it's not going to be well.
Shit.
What's your spell DC?
It would be like 13 or something. Spell DC would be 13. Yeah.
13?
So 13.
It's a wisdom. Well, I'd make it probably wisdom.
My dump stat for a lot of my spells are wisdom. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it rolled a 1 and then it rolled a 2 and it has
Oh my
advantage.
dumpster.
And in total that was a 13. Well, sorry, it was a. Hold on. It was a 13.
Mine's 13.
Yeah.
So your meat speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How dare you?
So
How
then-
dare you, Michele?
Is it just me and Thorum that goes
Yes.
back into the ship? Okay,
Yes.
So we'll head back over to the ship.
Not provoking an attack of opportunity from it because it's a teleport spell as well. So
Yeah.
you reappear in the middle.
You found one of mine.
Yeah, as best as possible.
Right there.
Sounds good. Yeah, that would be all my turns.
All right. Travago, you're up.
Survive.
Sorry, just
That's
getting
okay.
clarification on my
That's
having
okay.
done this.
No
If
If
problem.
he wants to use a hand crossbow, which he hasn't used yet, does it take an action for him to pull that out?
If you haven't used it yet, and it's not actually, I guess, cocked,
Yeah.
with it'll take probably. I'll give it a bonus action to do.
Bonus action. Then that is what I'll do.
I'm a generous god.
that is what I'll do for my bonus action then is ready hand crossbow.
Okay.
And then I will cast Branding Smite at 2nd level,
Mm-hmm.
which is on myself. So the hand that is attached to the crossbow will start to, the runes will start to grow on a sort of a radiant glow. And then I will attempt to hit the creature, because it'd be disadvantage, I'm assuming. But that'll be... And double checking that's... shitty version.
Yeah, so that's disadvantage. Normal,
Yeah.
disadvantage.
So it's already at disadvantage because the thing's still invisible, but yeah.
Good
Is
to
there
know.
anything worse that
No.
I have to do? No.
Yeah, you rolled 3 dice and you take the worst.
That is only a 12.
No, this
Really?
is.
Then I will just move 30 feet closer towards it, wherever I can get to.
So move how close?
Just 30 feet towards. And if that requires going in the air, the winged boots that I have on will kick in.
Well, that's 30 feet. You are just hovering over one of the back nets. All right, that's you. This creature goes next, and it's going to, once again, over the top of Gunnar, Dravago, and Amara, strike with that fiery explosion that it has been doing. And I need all three of you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
No, thank you. Actually, I'll counterspell it again.
Okay, go for it.
This time I'm only going to use it as ace of base
Yep.
level, because I'm already having to roll.
Yep.
Let me just quickly tick it off so I don't forget.
Good to know.
Counterspell counter for everybody or just for the...
Just for the spell that's been cast.
Right.
Yes.
For
Yes.
everyone's benefit.
Yeah.
Correct.
Si, senor.
It doesn't, it won't just not effect. Yeah. I'm fine, guys.
Just creates like a little.
Yeah, a little bubble.
That would be kind of cool though.
Yeah.
Ooh, 20.
And so you're trying to get meets beats over it.
Cost check, everyone, please.
So the dexterity, the difficulty check is 10 plus the spell's level.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, it dispels straight away.
So this time, Gunnar reaches up and just tears the spell apart.
Yeah. The flames just lick away. It's going to then
Wait,
go for it.
I can't do that. I'm so sorry. I take that back.
That's okay.
Because I am using Tensor's transformation. I can't cast spells.
That's fair.
Sorry, guys.
Everyone make your dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh, I already did. Which dice did I use?
If you don't remember it,
15.
okay. If you don't remember it, you can roll
Which
again.
dice did I roll?
I did not see.
That's okay. You can roll again.
I'm
And
not
you'll probably
even
need
trying to be a
it.
trick
God
out.
damn.
No, that's fine.
Sorry. Oh shit. Can I take the roll that didn't exist? Is that okay?
I fail.
Okay, so we will.
Why couldn't you lie? It was this 13.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, good to know.
That's still fine.
What's your bonus?
+7.
+7. Interesting.
Fuck.
So you were all going to take.
Yeah, so just thanks for asking. It was a 10.
18 points of fire damage to start.
Just as a reaction for
Yep.
this round, I'll be hitting absorb elements.
Okay, good to know.
Stop reading my diary.
That's fine.
Yep. Jeez. And then 21 points of radiant damage.
Jeez.
I look the worst I've been this day.
Ooh. Yeah, Gunnar looks real rough. I think I have to roll a concentration
Yes.
check, but
Yes.
I think I can't make that
17.
because we
17.
just took like how much damage total? Like 30 something.
21 plus 17.
Yeah, we can't.
So 39.
We can't save.
Oh yeah, you can't say.
I have done.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Never
Um,
mind.
so was that? Am I able to?
So
What was it? 21 plus 17.
Yeah. 38.
What's
So
up?
half of 38 is 19.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you still
you
don't save.
failed.
You
failed?
you
Okay.
still lose it.
Alright.
Boo.
And now I have to roll.
We're
a-
using absorb.
Yes.
That's a reaction, isn't it? It's not concentration.
What are you concentrating on?
I was concentrating on grading slide.
Right.
Oh, could everyone please hydrate? Thank you, Jake.
Thank you, Jig.
Thanks, Jake.
Jig jug.
Had a mouthful
Hydrate?
of beer when you said that.
You passed.
So,
When you
My-
rolled a 39.
no, my spell drops, but at the end of that spell, I have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Or.
You don't know. No.
Good.
I suffer an exhaustion
Yeah,
level of
correct.
exhaustion,
But you
but that doesn't
still
happen because I rolled natural 20 there.
Yeah. Alright. Cool. Well, that's the angel's turn. Thorin, you're up.
Oh, hold on, we're just getting raided by _Rackham is raiding with a party of 7 people.
Oh,
Give
God.
us a
Hello.
Hey.
from _Rackham. Hey,
Amazing.
Thanks for having no choice but to tune in.
Yeah.
And hope you like D&D, because
Yeah.
here you are.
Yeah. Tell us in the chat where you came from, what you were watching.
Yeah, tell us so we can follow.
Yeah, definitely. So with that, let's do that instead. What are you doing, Thor?
Cool. So, as I hit the ground, fresh out of thin air from Rook's teleportation, I'm going to
Fresh out of hell.
look around me, and if I'm correct, I should see Rook, Amara, pretty much
Are you
everybody.
healing everyone again?
Pretty much everyone except.
I'm full clearing the whole game. I guess I heal.
Yeah, you can tell it's a hard fight when I actually have to use my heals. Pretty much everyone except Osei at the end of the ship should be there. So each of my 4 companions, myself, and Aragat. On them I cast Prayer of Healing.
Okay.
I'm going to cast that at 3rd level. So that'll be...
Roll the dice.
Every one of you will take 11 hit points of health back.
Yay.
Dope.
Yay, I
So-
cheer gratefully.
So I should be able to move and take an action, right?
You can.
Can I move, please? Now, is it possible for me to move 5, 10, 15, 20, but that far out onto the net? Or is
Yeah.
it... Cool. Now, when I move out, so Thorum's going to run, hit the balustrade at the side of the ship and jump and try and reach. When he hits the net, I want to really make sure I'm grabbing onto that solid wooden sturdy piece because I'm aware of all the fireballs raining down from on high. I don't want to be on this net.
Good to know.
And as I'm laying there prone, wrapped around, I'm going to look up at this demonic creature. I'm going to use my breath weapon. And
Demonic or
well, celestial. Well, I mean, what is it? Celestial and it's gone bad. That's kind of demonic. Anyway, I'm going to fire flames out of my mouth in a 30-foot arc, which should just reach it. And it should take...
You'll need to do that at disadvantage as it's still invisible.
Still invisible.
Oh shit, it is invisible.
Is it fair if I fire at the space that I was at? And
Yeah.
The arc generally...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. So that is...
But you are, since you're firing it in and it needs to make a saving throw. Is that correct?
Yes, so that is a DC 14, takes half damage on success.
On a dex,
That's the one on dex.
it rolled a 9.
Oh. So, that should be... 16 points of fiery damage.
Amara's immediately triggered, having experienced this breath weapon before.
Okay. You watch as the creature suddenly reappears, and you can see that because your flame was in an arc, you see it affecting this invisible creature, and the shape around it is sort of like a silhouette in shadow. It's you can see where exactly it is, and it comes back to a visible state, and it's flailing around, and it's trying to pat these fires out. You can see its massive hand over the wounds. You can hear it moaning, I'm hurt. Come on, and you can feel
Get to the chopper.
you can feel your effect on it pretty heavily. It's
Thank you. That's the first voice I've ever done in this campaign.
that's true actually.
Yeah.
And is that all you're doing, Thor?
That's all I'm doing.
Okay. Let's have a think. Osei's going to run up to you, Rook. Do you need a potion?
I'm fine for now. Thank you, Osei.
She's gonna just ignore you then and run over to Gunner. Do you need a potion?
Yes.
She hands you a
Gunner.
a
You sound so
a,
different.
a triangular vial, a triangular little glass bottle
But
with this
listen.
red liquid with golden specks. Looks like a greater healing potion. Are you taking it?
Yeah, I put my hand out, but I can't drink it yet, right?
Yeah,
it's not my
correct.
turn.
Yeah. Alright, she hands it to you. That's her.
Crazy ball.
It's your turn, Gunner.
Wait, do I get
Oh, it's Amara's turn. It's Amara's turn. Yeah, not just yet.
How far away am I? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, I'm gonna have to step 5 foot. Oh! 5 foot out. And I'm gonna do ever so tentatively. I'm gonna make sure I'm still holding that featherfall token, just in case I have to plummet to my death. And I'm going to look at it, and I'm gonna think really hard, and I'm gonna try and telekinetically pull it towards me.
Okay. Just roll me a D100, please.
It was really good. It was a 12.
Yeah, below 50 is good. It's hard to roll that.
Yeah, it's so hard to roll that low. That it just like, it's in my hand now. This whole celestials.
You reach out with your mind and attempt to pull it towards you. You feel a resistance, and then nothing.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get frustrated and... Oh, that's a bonus action. Fuck yeah, okay. That's such better news. I'm gonna get frustrated and be like... "Ugh!" And then I'm gonna, those 2 darts that I'm still holding, I'm just gonna go at disadvantage.
Go for it.
For both. So the first, wow, why am I rolling well at disadvantage? 22 for the first one.
Hits.
Which is, yeah, full damage, 7 points. And then the second one, oh my god, it's even better. I'd like to thank Mithril Dice and Banshee Workshop. That'll be 5 extra points of damage.
5 points, okay. Amara, describe your killing move.
So Amara's just like, is anyone wearing a hat right now?
Gunner
It
is.
says hats off, so someone needs to tilt their hat
Rook
or
is.
something.
Gunner is. He takes his hat off and he turns back into the char.
As these men take their hats off and tilt them towards me, I just like, boy and man.
Boy
I
and
throw
man.
the first dart and I see where it goes in the body, it just like sticks, I guess, like chest area. Then I'm like, okay, be more precise, you can do it. And like straight in the Adam's apple, just like.
That's the noise it
That's
makes.
the noise it makes, and then
Get into the.
I guess it just explodes.
Okay.
Self-destructs.
Beautiful description.
Thank you so much.
Atomic
I'm here all week until
okay.
next week.
Yeah, and then you
And then you're here again.
I do live here, yes.
You hear this, and then suddenly you hear this. Other people.
That's the first time that Michele's ever laughed at something I said.
And probably the only.
Oh,
And
True.
this
I'll take
creature reappears, and then blood is just pouring out of its
I'm gonna
neck.
say, I'm sorry, and its head. I guess
We
it does.
did it.
You watch as its wings just suddenly go by its side and are almost lazy as it's...
Can everyone please hydrate?
Thank you. I appreciate it. As the creature starts to simply fall.
Does it look like it is carrying anything? Like its sword and everything still?
Its sword is still in its grasp.
Yeah, I'm gonna try casting telekinesis. it's I'm assuming not alive, so it can't resist.
Yeah, it's held out, and it's away from
I'll bring it
the angel.
back toward us.
Okay. As you see,
Welcome, Storm Gel, and yes, this is D&D. Hell yes.
Sheldon. Hello. I've seen you before.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while. Yes, he has given us his company on our gaming rook.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow!
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 Wow! Classic.
Welcome anyway. That's the welcome.
Actual.
So,
Wow.
you watch as the creature falls out of sight
Out of mind.
and away from the ship. It's at that moment that you hear this enormous crack
Oh, man.
as the ship has moved around. The small amount of mending, Gunner, that you've done and then had to stop has widened the gap of this vessel, and you watch that as the entire front of the ship now starts to lean precariously forward, as the captain holds on and just yells, "Crew, get there!" And as he does so, you see the ship just tear itself away. I need.
Are we falling right now?
Everyone to die.
I need everyone to roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
Hey, not bad.
From the best to the worst roll.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Could be better, but not bad.
That's a 9.
22. I know, right?
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, say.
Oh, actually, my apologies. That's actually a 19. I got my strength and dex confused. 19.
Oh, what? As a cleric, your strength is higher than your dex?
Correct.
Good to know. Rook.
12, 19, 21.
21.
15.
15. You still in thought form?
No.
Oh.
Yes.
You are.
Yes, I am.
Are we falling though?
The ship moves just heavily to the left, enough that it almost knocks you off your feet. And the front of the ship, probably from about that little, what looks to be a little square hole, and forward from that, completely disengages from the vessel, and you just feel a jolt, and the ship is turning on its side and starting to turn
Twisting.
more and more.
I'm going to scream out to my companions. Gather around me. I can save us.
As a 9, do I take any damage?
There's a horse down there.
You don't take any damage where you are,
Oh no.
but
Michele, no!
but you do. What
Wait,
do you get?
hold on,
please?
before
There
I
is an
die, just quickly, I'd like to say hello to a couple of people who I personally have never seen in the D&D, but you guys might have seen in your WoW. Scrappy the Goblin is here.
Good night, hello.
Ash Zenby is here.
Hey, Ash.
And is introducing themselves. So hello Ash, welcome to our
Hello.
stream. There are a lot of people here.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
So hello everybody.
Thanks so much for joining us. I appreciate it. You're about to see an amazing moment in our game as Amara. Travago?
So I'll be hitting you with Blast of Inspiration. So you get +4 to your roll.
What does that make
You
it?
can do it.
From 9 to 14?
13.
13?
Dravago was a 7. Steel Defender was a 12, and Arrow was a
I feel like they're on a safety net, so they should have advantage.
17?
Because it's safer there.
I'm
Well,
standing
it's
on
called
a
a
net.
safety
I'm
net.
literally standing on a net.
Yeah, you should like just hold
Also,
on.
Dravago
Here's the good
is
news.
flying with
Boots, I know.
I was holding my featherfall token, so.
That's fair. So as you watch, as you scream out for everyone to come together, and as that ship lurches, all happening within moments of each other, Amara, you, from all of that strength that you have on the net, you accidentally let go from that fall, and you are rolling off the side of the ship.
I am, as soon as I hit air, I am activating Feather Fall.
Okay. Travago,
Did she roll
you.
past me?
Hmm?
She roll past
She
me?
does roll past you.
Being that I said I mentioned I've got a real sturdy
Yeah,
hold, I
yeah.
think,
And you made your
for it.
save. Yep. Make me just another dexterity check to see if you have to, because you have to be quick enough to get a hold of her.
14
Plus.
plus 14.
Not enough. I'm sorry. Not with that. Not with that extra pull of that heavy vessel. Travago, you fall, but your boots of flying just have you hovering on in midair.
Would I be able to try to grab Amara?
Yeah, another dexterity check. And I'll need two things from you. Make the check first. What did you get, Rook?
12 and 9, 21.
Good to
I'm
know.
falling.
That's just in that one.
That one, okay.
Not only am I falling, but he punches me in the face as I go.
Reach up. Okay. No, I won't do that. You activate the feather fall. You are now slowly floating down. Looking up, you see Thurum holding on and still staying on, but his other hand is reaching out, stretching out to try and
So I'm
do
just
anything.
falling a casual 60 feet per second. Per round.
Per round, correct. Travago, you're watching Amara below you suddenly start to
no
fall.
damage, according to
Gunnar, you're actually okay because you're hovering. Because you're in that fall.
No, that doesn't hover.
No, it doesn't hover. at all.
No.
Okay, good to
No.
know. And you rolled a what? 15.
Yeah.
Okay. You go off as well.
Oh,
Take no damage from
I'm
fall.
off the edge.
You're off the edge.
Ah, dear me.
I would say I need to roll for, and Rook, you're fine.
She also has a feather fall token.
She does, but she's okay actually. And then Regav. Regav is not.
Oh, I didn't give him one.
Ragav has started to fall off as well. Whoops.
It's fine.
And then
It's gonna be
the
okay.
captain's okay. What are you all doing?
I'm falling.
If I'm invisible, does the ground know that it's going to do force damage to me?
It has disadvantage here, but yeah.
Guys, please put your comments in the Twitch chat. If he's invisible,
Like and
if
subscribe before we all get killed by our DM.
if the ground no, if Rook is invisible, does the ground know to do force damage to him?
My opinion
Just your opinions, yes or no. We'd love that.
Does the
But
ground have to roll an intelligence check?
yeah, it's about the same question. It knows. I'm sorry, Rook.
Tabletop_troop says the ground rolls for disadvantage.
Oh my god. What did you want to do? You're not sure?
There's nothing I can do. I reach out to, listening to what Thoron said, I reach out to him.
Raging roll says yes.
Where are you?
So I'm apparently stable on ship.
Oh.
I'm going to scream out. So do I notice him coming towards me? I'm scream out. Do you have a token?
I would, yeah. I do.
If only someone in the group could cast fly.
I whip around.
On like the one
Ragav can teleport, we've seen him do this.
Who's falling?
I'm falling.
I'm falling on the side of the ship.
Yeah, you see, currently what's happening is Gunnar is falling, Ragav is falling, Travago is hovering, and Amara is falling.
Alright, so
Are
as
there
I
any
was
shadows in this air?
in the
Can the
cloud,
shadow step the 60 feet back up to the ship as I'm falling?
Make a perception check.
Oh!
Go on.
Has Regav gone up?
No, he's just gone over. No,
Isn't the
this,
ship turning this way though?
it is turning that way, but he's rolling off the side. Of the
Oh,
vessel.
okay.
and the captain was happening there.
Captain's fine. He's holding on to that
wheel.
little wheel.
As I head towards Thoron, Captain Grog.
Hey,
What can we do here for them?
we can survive.
As in us, those that
Yeah.
are willing.
Tell their story.
Rope! And he disengages from the
I run
wheel.
to the nave of the wheel. And
You go to the wheel?
Yeah.
Alright, you go in, you go here. He's going to go to the edge here. He's going to drag a rope that was behind him over, and he throws it, and he's holding onto one end.
My perception check, by the way, was really fucking good. It
Yep.
was an 8.
There's an 8? Okay, you don't see, with your panic, you don't see anything.
Also, Weird Judge has come back with a ruling.
Oh.
I would assume the ground would hit for double damage. Since it would try to avoid damaging people they know are falling onto it. But invisible people, not so much.
Because I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Good ruling, Weird. I will take that into consideration. Thank you.
well, then it's the
That's
ground takes the
very
ground
official.
from my body.
Yes.
Someone wants Scrappy the Goblin wants someone to chuck the anchor off.
So we'll see what happens, Scrappy. The rope is thrown towards you. The whole rope. He lets go of the other end, and you take a hold of it, Thor.
Cool.
It's on the net.
Alright.
Amara's still falling.
Waiting.
Slowly.
The rope going faster.
Oh, if I have slow fall and a feather fall token, does that impact again? Like, does it double up or is it no?
With slow fall, do you have to be still connected to some sort of ledge?
You can use your reaction to reduce any falling damage. Lol.
Sure, it's reducing, it's not slowing.
It's okay because the feather fall token gives me 0.
60 feet.
I would call out. I've got Amara.
You've got a Mara? If he calls that
Does
out,
he?
if he calls that out,
Yeah.
I'm going to run to the opposite side of the ship with that rope and throw it off after Raga.
Okay.
I'm going to throw one end with all of my force. So these are 6-second rounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long is this rope?
60 feet.
So he's going to fall at 9.8 meters per second, but that's not going to be straight away right off the bat. He's going to accelerate up to that. So within 6 seconds, I run right up to the balustrade and throw it as hard as I can directly down one end. And then use the other end like the old cowboy flip and just boom around the balustrade for the tension. That should reach him in time, if I'm right.
That maths.
Maths is on point. You need to make me a strength check.
That's some point.
That is a natural 20.
And then you roll it around without issue. You focus exactly where Regapsel, the enchanter, your friend, is falling over and rolling on that ledge.
This is that heroic music.
And you throw it, and he catches it very quickly, and he slams his body onto the side of the ship as it continues to start to roll on its side, slowly but surely. As Rook, you got the wheel. So I'll get to you in a moment. And Regab is hanging on, and you've got that tied to the other side.
Can I begin to pull him up?
You start to pull him up. He also starts to take with both hands and try and balance himself so he can walk on the side. What are you doing, Travago, to try and get Amara?
So I'm assuming I'm not that far away from her. Being that
How fast can your boots of flying travel?
Well, I'm assuming just my speed, my normal speed, which is 30 feet. But
Okay.
I'll do like the skydiving, like pencil dive to
Yep.
try and get to her quicker.
Dash.
Yeah, dash.
All right.
Pencil dive dash.
You have one opportunity, and you get there.
Yeah.
But she's heavy, and she is
Hey!
needing to.
I'm
she's-
5 feet! I'm 5 foot!
As I reach out
Yeah.
to grab her, I'm also
in
gonna-
midair,
I'm-
it's going to be difficult to
Can
hold
I
on
try
to.
and-
I'm also
grab
going to
him?
be casting.
Yep.
Can you make a comment that she's heavy?
I'm also going to be casting enlarge reduce. As I go to grab her, I'm going to reduce her. So your target size is halved in all dimensions, and its weight is reduced to 1/8 of the normal.
And that could be
I
good.
weigh 0.
Almost. Do something for me. Make a strength check with advantage, please.
Big numbers. Surely.
Not big numbers.
Or low
Range.
check range.
Being that I used a reaction at some point on her, is that enough time to get that reaction back? Or
Not really.
not really? Then it is 8.
8 in total with advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
16.
That's
That's
right.
half size.
Yeah.
You grab hold of her, and she's in your grasp, and it's difficult because you, even with your boots of flying, your feather token has finished, and it's magic.
I grab a second one out.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I have 15 of them.
Yep. All right. So she
Gonna
activates it
Can
again.
you do it in like your shrunken state again?
I'm not going to say that.
But you do manage to hold on to her,
And
you
I
are
will do
hovering.
that as much as I need to. So you just
Yep.
tell me how many
All right.
featherfall tokens I have to use.
Okay. What are you doing, Gunnar? You're falling off.
Falling.
Are you doing anything at the moment?
Oh, fuck, I forgot.
No, I didn't fly yet. What happened to that sword?
It's hovering, but it's moving away from you because of your sudden.
Where is it
Falls
though?
down on
Where
the
is it in relation? I'll use the mace as a reference. It's just behind you.
So it's on the deck now.
Yeah.
Does it look like it's going to fall off? Is the ship
No.
still tilting?
It is tilting. But it doesn't look like it's going to fall off. It's just hovering there.
No, but if I drop it.
If you drop it, it'll go on the side of the ship and probably stay in that corner for a little while.
Okay.
With all that concentration that you have, Thorum, I'm assuming, with that mace,
The mace itself is not actually a concentration spell.
good.
It
It's
exists.
still there then.
The swarm, however,
It's
definitely
gone.
is gone. Definitely is gone.
Good to know.
Nah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, they're actually
I will drop the sword.
Okay, it's dropped. It clatters onto the top of the deck and goes into that corner
Recess.
between the floor and the balustrade.
And then I will cast fly on myself again.
Mm-hmm.
Looking as I fall over the edge, do I see everyone else seems
Yep.
to be taken care of?
Yep. Currently.
Okay. Yeah, I'll cast fly on
All right.
myself.
All right. You hover and you are safe, but off the ship's end. Are you moving anywhere at the moment?
Yeah, I'll move back towards the ship and does the sword look like dangerous to touch?
It is still smoking black. Those small wisps just coming off the sword's blade. A very straight sword with a triangular
It's huge,
tip,
isn't it?
and it's meant for it's a double-handed great sword for a large creature. So it's huge to you, yes.
Do I still have the bag of holding?
Oh shit. Yes. Yes, you do.
I know that I have a limit for my telekinetic mage hand of...
5 pounds.
Is it 5?
It might be more. Is telekinetic different to a regular mage hand?
No.
It should be 5 pounds.
Anyway, no, 10 pounds. Can I try and just lift sort of one end of it, and I'm going to use my hands to like try and feed it into the bag?
Okay. Yep. Yeah, I'll get you to do that. So you managed to put it in.
Do I want me to roll?
No, that's fine. With that spell, you push it into the bag of holding and it's secure.
Okay.
Rook, this wheel is almost locked in, and it's slowly turning more and more to the right
Yeah.
as Ildov comes back, the captain of the ship, to you and helps you, holding onto another piece of the wheel, trying to move it back to a position of security. And you both have it on. I'll just need to make him a strength check to try and
Ildov,
see
take the wheel.
if you can, if he can go and help move it back. If you want to make a strength check, if you want to help.
Yeah.
That was a 5.
Is this a part of maneuvering a vehicle?
Yes.
Okay, so that is a 14 and a 4, 18.
18? Okay. The ship doesn't move, but it's not going anymore. It's not tilting anymore. It's probably on a 45-degree angle now,
Yeah.
and it's just creaking and hovering.
Okay.
Did the horse fall out?
You didn't see any horse fall
It
out.
was a dead
You didn't
horse
hear
falling
any
off the
horse.
ship.
I'm gonna once I'm settled,
Yep.
I'm gonna fly back around underneath
Yep.
the gaping hole in the hull and see if it's still there.
It is tied. It's tied and still there. You can see that there are some wounds on its side as it probably slammed itself onto one of the sides of the boat.
With that 18 that hasn't succeeded.
It has succeeded to stall
To stall it.
this movement.
Can I call upon two creatures that are they the contraptions, are they?
Mhm.
Travago, get one of your creatures to assist here. As on me and
Travago is just like in the air with me.
if you can hear me.
Struggling.
How romantic.
As myself and
I am a damsel in
Krog
distress.
try and keep this.
Yep. You shout that over, Thorum.
Once I pull up Ragat, I would move up to the wheel.
You move up to the wheel as well. He also.
I would also bring Ragat with me. 100%.
Okay. So you're all there as this is occurring. Go on, Drago.
Yeah, if I'd heard that, then the two creatures would move there. The spider's really not going to be doing anything. But
Just
the
looking
cat
pretty.
will just, I guess, wedge itself under whatever side it's trying to talk to.
Alright, I need everyone around that wheel to make a strength check. So I'll make it for Ragav and Ildov. Everyone else can make their own. Just a straight strength check, please.
6.
Isn't that your best stat?
Okay.
No, no. What's your sex?
7 this time.
Keep going.
The spider is just attempting to, but it's got like a -3 for strength, so that's a 2 that rolled. And
-3.
yeah,
It's a little thing.
it's tiny. But the steel defender wedges itself under the side, and that's a 20.
Okay. Alright. So that and that. So divvying up the successes and the failures, you watch and you feel the ship start to turn in the wrong direction again. And it's starting to turn more and more on its side.
I'm going to scream out to Gunnar and Mara. Come to the wheel. Please now, before we fall.
Do I hear this?
Yep.
Is it more than 110 feet away?
Nope.
I'm gonna telepathically say, sorry Thorum, just falling at the moment. I guess I'll be there soon.
Cool.
Can I respond?
No, you can't see me, so no.
I'd like to cast Fly again, this time at 4th level on myself and the horse.
Yep.
Is it just an
Ah,
action
and the
to hold
horse.
onto this?
And the horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's flying horse.
Yep.
Can I ask you, was it just an action to?
Just a check. You've got your actions and stuff as you will.
Okay, so
You can cast. This is out of combat now, so you can cast spells
I
and do
cast a
whatever.
spell on myself.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna do whatever I can to make myself light and easy to transport.
Good.
I'm
I
casting.
can help even more.
Yep.
So given that I was struggling to hold Tiny Amara, I'm going to say, sorry, hold your breath. And I'm going to get Tiny Amara and slip her into the bag of holding that I have, which you can survive in for 10 minutes, according to the blurb.
Okay.
And then I'll fly normally
What?
with Tiny Amara.
Look at Michele. This is not.
So, according to the blurb that I had in mind, it's that breathing creatures can survive up to 10 minutes divided by the number of creatures. I don't have any other creatures previously in the bag, so it's just Amara who can survive for 10 minutes.
Good to know.
And I'll fly normally as quick as possible and grab her out of the bag as soon as I get to the deck.
Alright, you are back on the back of the ship and you take Amara out in an instant. It only takes you 6 seconds. And your breath is still held.
I'm casting enhanced abilities, strength on myself for advantage on the strength check.
Good to know. And Gunnar, you've got this horse now that is panicked, looking around, still tied and starting to just float, its legs just going like this on its side, and trying to get purchase on anything, but you can see it's floating around like it's flying.
There's humans underneath the cabin as well.
Where are they?
They are.
Did they come up?
They've come up and now still holding on to certain parts of the sails.
There's dozens of crew on the ship.
Yeah.
No, just about 5 of them.
That's a dozen.
There are 5 crew. Go on.
They're up. They're not where I am.
No.
I'm gonna
None have fallen off.
untie
Yep.
the horse.
Yep.
And I'm gonna try calming it. Shh.
Make me an animal handling check, please.
Shh.
What?
Animal handling check, please.
Shh.
That's what
I'm hoping that's helping.
I'm not giving you advantage for that. No. Do it louder, maybe.
Voikuban just commented, just think of the horse. It's flying with its wisdom and intelligence. It might lose its mind.
I will try and speak
the
to
horse
it in
is
its
another
mind.
thing. Scrappy to Goblin wrote, please be something with wings. Horse. I fucking love our followers so much.
16?
16's fine. It starts to calm and its eyes get a little bit more hazed over as though it is calming down.
Does it have reins on or anything?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. So I'm going to try and fly outwards and pull it gently toward me.
Okay. It's doing so.
Yeah,
It's
following me, and then I'm going to slowly pick up speed and pull it out of the ship.
Yep, it comes out. You are out of the boat.
Can I just make a point
Over
for a
here,
second?
please.
The horse has had fly cast on it and is being treated like a king. I've been shoved into a bag of holding and asked to hold my breath.
Yep. Priorities. Go on,
I'm
sorry.
going to turn to the captain and say, with deadly seriousness in my eyes, is this ship going to crash or can you redeem this?
We'll have to try. Let's give it another go. I don't know. I've not been in this sort of situation before.
I'm going to scream out again. Gunnar, come and help us with the wheel.
Bring in the horse, bring in the horse.
Are you gonna?
Here I come.
Desperation.
Bring in the horse.
All right. Anyone who wants to now can roll a strength check on that wheel again.
Do I get the
Except for
advantage?
me, who's in a fucking bag of
No,
holding.
he's brought you out now.
Yeah.
Oh,
as soon as
right.
we got
Fuck,
on eight.
okay, cool.
You're in there for 6 seconds.
That was a...
Okay.
22.
Okay.
6.
22, 24.
24. Okay.
Yeah.
Am I still small?
Gunny, are you going over to assist? You do have the ability to, if you'd like.
I'm moving in that direction,
Yeah.
but I'm bringing the horse with me.
You probably want to get halfway then with a horse.
Yep.
I've got to roll a couple as well. Another one for Regav. Nope. 5. Another one for Ildov. 19.
I would.
I
wouldn't let you cancel it for purpose. It's not what I'm saying.
okay, never mind.
How do you want to play that?
I technically have disadvantage, so I should roll that
Roll again.
unless you allow him to drop it.
Technically, she's still small, but I haven't said that I've dropped it.
Okay.
Where's Ragaz?
Look at
He's
us.
with us helping.
We should be rewarded for being fair.
Yeah.
How'd you go on that?
What'd you get?
A 12.
Okay. Alright.
Plus 3.
So, with those rolls, tallying them up, and Osei's and Regav's and the captain's already rolled,
TPK.
the ship goes from that still point the wrong way. Yep.
I look towards Gunnar and I scream, now or never.
I'm coming.
I say, abandon the horse.
No, I'm not abandoning the horse.
That's alright. You get there with the horse. Horse is next to you, and you do arrive.
I have a -2 on my strength, by the way, so you know I'm not gonna help.
Go on.
Nothing I can do can help.
With the ship crashing around us and death almost certain, I casted 6th level World of Recall. So you'll remember in our last session, as we were sitting there drinking some tea, I went, boy, this place feels safe, like a sanctuary. I made very sure to mention to you that it was designated as a sanctuary. And as such, myself and 5 willing creatures, you'll have to decide if you want to come to the safety of our home or stay on this crashing ship. That's for each of you to decide. So,
Yes.
Do you choose?
I choose who it affects. I look at Osei and Ragat. I choose Osei. I turn to Ragat. I slap a featherfall token on his chest.
Regaz.
Ragav, I
Yep.
say, good luck. Same thing with the captain. And I cast a spell. Whoever wants to return to safety is welcome to come.
So it's us and Osei.
And Osei.
Yep, I'm willing.
I've been there since the start, so.
Are you willing though?
Oh, yeah. Oh, hang on, how many are you going?
Oh shit, you're still defenders and fuck. See ya.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, the tiny one.
Yeah, two.
Yeah, tiny one will just jump me. Also, I can fly for 4 hours, save someone who can't.
Cool. I turn to Ragat. Over you.
So we have 1 and then 5 others.
So Osei, Ragat, 1, 2. You're going to fly yourself back. Are you a willing creature?
Do I get the sense that we could land actually? Hang on a sec. Yeah, within the next 20 minutes, if I flew to the ground.
Looking down, make me another intelligence check for me.
19.
With your, if you free fell, yes. But with your flying speed, no. You're quite high up in the sky.
Yes.
So Gunnar, Rook, Amara, Ragav, Osei, and you.
Oh no.
Read.
Well, I'm having it in 4 hours. I can get up to the ground.
And at once, as you pick out those willing creatures, you blink. And in front of you, Pilas Tower. Landed. In its sanctuary. As you look around, notice that there is a change since the day. You see that there's a small garden bed between the wall that surrounds your home and the front door, probably about midway on that path, on the stone path that leads down. And Michele is there tending to a very small, what looks to be a plant. And she looks up at the sudden appearance of all of you. She smiles and says, "Huh. Hi."
I throw up on the ground.
And as you gather yourselves,
I am going to. Where's I say?
she's next to you.
I'm gonna grab her by the face and I'm gonna make the fuck out with her.
Okay.
Wait, you're still done?
Yep.
Inside her mouth.
No. Surely I would be normal size now.
Like a little power.
Drago has not.
Just like, well, I
said-
wouldn't be in range.
Yeah, true.
think
Okay.
there
So
is
like, dramatically, I'ma just grab her by the
Yeah.
face and I'm gonna make out with her.
Right.
If she is willing, of course.
Okay.
Roll a dexterity check.
As you do that, and you take her into your arms, you look back at the approximate location towards Sharn, as to that now probably quite broken ship.
Yeah, can I see the ship peeling apart up in the air to understand where
No, it's too far away. It's been almost a full day, and the last thought in your minds, all of a sudden, Krivorith. The Silver Dragon. And that's all we'll leave it for tonight.
Oh wait, we have to clap. Shit. The
Nice
whole
save.
time I was like, okay,
Nice save.
TPK.
Nice save. Well done.
Yeah.
That was an intense one. Well done. I'm sorry the rolls weren't in your favour this evening for a lot of that. But thank you everybody for watching.
Thank you for the new faces as well. Really good to see.
So just a
Tuesdays.
couple of things. So nah, I'm not gonna read it out. There's
That's
a lot of really cool comments.
Nice.
Thank you if you enjoyed this. Raging Rules, thank you for sticking around. Jack, welcome. Voiky Ban, always good to see you, sir. And everyone else that we haven't seen as D&D players and our WoW players have seen, welcome. Lovely to hear from you.
Yeah, definitely, and especially after we took a week off, you know, it can be easy for people to sort of disengage and not come back. So we really appreciate your company. Thank you.
At one
yeah.
point, I saw like 22 viewers, and
Oh,
like this is like on
that's
a day that we don't typically stream.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever streamed on a Wednesday.
No,
Ever.
No, that's true.
Oh, I mean, WoW has.
Yeah, wow, but it's definitely a different time of
Yeah.
day as
In
well,
the morning.
and a different topic. You know, I think
Yeah.
D&D is definitely a lot more popular.
Yeah.
But look, we'll be coming back to you on our Tuesday schedule now as usual. So we have to wait less than a week.
Oh my god, yes!
Yeah.
One day less.
Yeah, one day
That's
less.
so good.
So that's always nice. And we hope to see everybody else there as the five continue their journey, or maybe take a step back in their journey.
Stormgel just said that they live in Orlando. So
Wow.
that time difference.
That's
yo.
ridiculous. Thank you so much for joining us all the way from there, and the time that you have. Thank you. Much appreciated. And we'll see what the five get up to next week without a very small silver dragon in their place.
Yeah, fuck, I forgot about that.
It's dragon.
Dragons can fly. It's okay. It's gonna be all good.
Cool. Well, have an amazing night, everybody. We'll see you next week. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, guys. Ciao.